Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Dungeon Survival. I can add points infinitely. Chapter 81. Reminder. The sacrifice has been completed. You can choose one of the secret treasures of the Goddess of All Souls. 1. Fruit of Life permanently increase HP by 1000 points. 2. Mana Fruit permanently increase mana by 1000. 3. Essence of Immortality. It can make plant creatures evolve and greatly improve their comprehensive ability. 4. Wood Spirit Heart. You can check the specific information. 5. Heart of the Ocean. The power of ocean magic increases by 15%. 6. Life Rune. Enchant any equipment to obtain additional equipment effects related to life characteristics. 7. Gem of Life. See details. Seeing the prompts and rewards in front of him, Chen Chenggen realized that there are so many secret treasures. Among them, he doesn't really need the Fruit of Life, because the exuberant blood energy provided by the Tooth of the Blood God can also permanently increase the life value of 633. As for the Mana Fruit, Chen Chenggen is a little bit excited. After all, he also lacks mana. As for the Immortal Essence, the Heart of the Wood Spirit, and the Heart of the Ocean, he has no idea. Especially the Heart of the Wood Spirit, there is one lying in the storage space. The Life Rune is a good thing. Just like other rune scrolls, it can be enchanted. However, rune scrolls can only enchant weapons, while life runes can enchant any type of equipment. However, when Chen Chenggen saw the information about the seventh secret treasure, he decided to choose it. Hint: you have chosen the Gem of Life. In an instant, the bronze tripod shattered, turned into fluorescent light and disappeared. The next moment, an emerald green gemstone appeared in Chen Chenggen's hand. Life Gem. Effect: carrying it for a long time will permanently increase the life value. Introduction: a gemstone that contains strong life energy. Hint: since you are using the balance of alien organisms, you can check the hidden effect of the Gem of Life. Hidden effect: the Gem of Life is a treasure lost by the abnormal creature and the mother of all spirits. When you use it to trade, it will definitely attract the different creature and the mother of all spirits, and you will get his high-level treasures. That's right. It's another item related to alien creatures. Although the Gem of Life cannot be exchanged for the top treasure from the hands of the strange creature and the mother of all spirits. But the high-level treasures are also very strong. After all, for a powerhouse of that level, any treasures are absolutely beyond imagination. After putting away the Gemstone of Life, Chen Chenggen set up the hunter tent and prepared to rest. Since he didn't refine a large amount of medicine tonight, it was rare for him to take out some pure water and take a bath. After the body was cleaned, Chen Chenggen went back to the hunter's tent to rest. Not long after, a strange fluctuation came from the deep magic bottle. He took it out and found that it was 80 soul crystals, and the refinement was completed. Dungeon Hunter. Chen Chenggen. Title: Herald of Light. HP: 150%. Mana: 2950. J: 295 plus. Physique: 295 plus. Dexterity: 295 plus. Lucky: 3. Soul Coin: 5000. Evil Soul: 800. After reading the personal information interface, Chen Chenggen quickly distributed the 80 soul crystals. J: 315 plus 20. Constitution: 315 plus 20. Agility: 315 plus 20. Asterisk 315 plus 20. In less than 10 minutes, Chen Chenggen was strengthened. With the growth of the basic 4-dimensional attribute, he now absorbs 80 soul crystals at one time, and can absorb and perfectly grasp the power brought by the attribute improvement faster. Seeing that there were still 800 evil souls in his hand, Chen Chenggen put them all into the deep magic bottle for refining. Immediately afterwards, he lay down on the mat and fell asleep. The day is coming. Wait until the night recedes and the day appears. The visibility of this scene quickly returned to normal. After Chen Chenggen got up, he washed his face first, then started to prepare breakfast and continued to eat pork king meat. When he was eating with Xuanwu, he took out the deep magic bottle from the storage space and found that 80 soul crystals had been refined. So Chen Chenggen used all of them in the 4-dimensional attributes, increasing the 4-dimensional attributes to 335 points. After everything is dealt with, Chen Chenggen is ready to go to the next scene. Master, this time you can go to the passage directly ahead. Hearing AKA's prompt, Chen Chenggen led the other party and Xuanwu directly to the dark passage in front of him. After passing through the passage, they soon came to the 54th scene. This is a large space of stone bricks, with white skeletons of unknown creatures placed everywhere. In addition, in the center of the scene, there is a pure white giant tiger, which is 5 meters high and about 6 meters long. But what surprised Chen Chenggen was that this white tiger had wings on its back and 2 sharp fangs at the corners of its mouth. Flying winged saber-toothed tiger. Combat power index, 75. Defense index, 64. Brief introduction. A kind of superhuman creature of the tiger class, possesses swift flying speed like a shadow, powerful brute force, and masters hurricane magic. Just after Chen Chenggen had just finished reading the alien tactical glasses, after the information given. The flying winged saber-toothed tiger, which was originally lying in the center of the scene, suddenly opened its eyes, and a powerful, murderous and bloodthirsty aura rushed over. The next moment, it shook its wings and flew into the air, ready to attack from the air. However, at this moment, behind Chen Chenggen, demon wings suddenly appeared, and at an even faster speed, they flew in front of the flying winged saber-toothed tiger. With a sound of swish, before the flying winged saber-toothed tiger could launch an attack, Chen Chenggen chopped it off with a single strike of his sword, and then fell to the ground. In an instant, a large pothole was smashed into the stone brick floor, and the smoke spread rapidly. But at the next moment 5.3, a strong gust of wind suddenly wiped out all the dust. In the gust of wind, there are many blade-shaped wind blades, attacking Chen Chenggen with a surrounding force. Boom boom boom. Suddenly, there was a roar in the air. A terrifying force erupted from Chen Chenggen's body, causing the air to vibrate and shattering all the wind blades in an instant. At the same time, Chen Chenggen threw a punch towards the flying winged saber-toothed tiger. The next moment, an invisible shock wave hit the flying winged saber-toothed tiger in an instant. In an instant, the ground trembled like an earthquake, and the stone brick floor of the entire scene quickly burst into huge cracks. The flying winged saber-toothed tiger was also shattered in the process, and died suddenly on the spot. Kill the flying winged saber-toothed tiger, and get 400 soul coins, 400 evil souls, and hurricane boots. After killing the flying winged saber-toothed tiger, not only did it drop 400 soul coins and 400 evil souls, it also dropped a piece of equipment. Chen Chenggen first put away the soul coins and evil souls, and then checked the information about the hurricane boots. Hurricane boots. Quality: purple. Equipment requirements: Constitution 30. Movement speed plus 100%. Equipment effect: Star of the Storm active when you are in the sky. You can use it to release the power of the hurricane to wrap your feet, and quickly fall and kick towards the designated target on the ground, causing small-scale burst damage of 2000 plus mental attribute 30. Consumes 500 mana, cooldown time is 1 hour. Wind Walk passive. In combat, you have a higher probability of avoiding enemy attacks. Introduction. The storm fell from the sky and burst like a meteor. After reading the information about Hurricane's boots, Chen Chenggen is very satisfied. Finally got purple quality boots. And the effect of the 2 equipment of Hurricane boots is not bad. Especially the footwork of Storm Star, which descends from the sky, has a high amount of burst damage in a small range, which is enough to kick many powerful enemies. Although the release condition of the Storm Star is at a high altitude, Chen Chenggen possesses demon wings and can fly to high altitude to kick this kick. As for the movement of the wind, it is not bad to be able to greatly improve the dodge ability in battle. Soon, Chen Chenggen took off his steam boots and put on hurricane boots. This made him feel that his feet became much lighter, and he walked more than 10 meters away with just a small step. Boom! Suddenly, a gold box falls from the sky and falls in the center of the scene. Chen Chenggen walked over and decisively opened it. Gold box has been opened. Congratulations on getting 600 soul coins, 600 evil souls, intermediate space stones, and hurricane gems. After opening the gold box, 4 small light clusters quickly fell out. Intermediate space stone. Seeing this thing, Chen Chenggen was a little surprised. Now, the storage space can be enlarged again. So Chen Chenggen put away all the rewards and checked the specific information. Intermediate space stone. Effect: the storage space can be expanded tenfold, up to 100,000 cubic meters. When used as a forging material, the equipment can obtain additional equipment effects related to space characteristics. Introduction. The rare space stone is the favorite of enchanters. Hurricane Gem. Effect. This item can be used as a one-time prop, or it can be used as an equipment gem for inlaying. When used as a one-time item, it can summon a wind spirit with 4-dimensional attributes of 30 to fight for you until the wind spirit dies. When used as an equipment gem, the equipment can obtain an additional equipment effect similar to the effect of the hurricane characteristic. Introduction. A gem full of the power of the wind element, which can attract elemental creatures evolved from the wind element. The intermediate space stone, like the primary space stone, can expand the storage space by 10 times, but it can be increased to 100,000 cubic meters at most. In addition, it can also be used as a forging material, allowing the equipment to obtain an additional equipment effect related to space characteristics. As for the hurricane gem, it is similar to the evil gem, either as a one-time summoning item or as an equipment gem. With Chen Chenggen's current situation, he must keep it as an equipment gem. After all, what effect can Feng Ling, whose 4-dimensional attribute is 30, play? Intermediate space stone. Can you obtain equipment effects related to space characteristics? Chen Chenggen threw the hurricane gem into the storage space, and then touched the space stone in his hand, which emitted lavender light. Spatial characteristics. You don't need to think about how strong it is. If there is an equipment effect of space damage, then its value is enough to cross 1 or 2 levels of quality. Because space damage can be listed as the highest level of damage ability, just like destruction damage and real damage. Unless the physical body is strong enough to resist the cutting of the space, otherwise it will definitely be easily killed in seconds. However, Chen Chenggen only hesitated for a few seconds before decisively using the mid-level space stone to increase the size of the storage space. Although the space characteristic is very attractive, his Wolf King sword has the ability to destroy damage, which is not weaker than the space characteristic at all. More importantly, using mid-level space stones to create low-quality equipment is a complete waste. As for building high-quality equipment, Rock probably won't agree. After all, he hasn't recovered yet. After a while, the step space stone disappeared. The storage space of Chen Chenggen has also been increased to a size of 10,000 cubic meters. Immediately afterwards, Chen Chenggen walked to the corpse of the flying-winged saber-toothed tiger and began to dissect it. In less than 10 minutes, he harvested 800 kilograms of tiger meat, as well as forging materials such as tiger skin and tiger claws. The most valuable among them is the pair of wings, which can be used to create wing-like equipment. After confirming the scene on the spot and having no other valuables, Chen Chenggen was ready to leave. Master, there seems to be a special person in the scene directly ahead. Special character. Hearing AKA's words, Chen Chenggen froze for a moment, then led Xuanwu and AKA's to the dark passage ahead. Although there are many characters in the special scene market, they can be called special characters. But Chen Chenggen didn't encounter such existences as treasure chest hunters there. Perhaps the so-called special characters are intelligent creatures who have come out of the 7 safe areas. The bazaar is just one of them, and Chen Chenggen has not entered the remaining 6 safe areas. After a while, Chen Chenggen shuttled through the dark passage and came to the 55th scene. Here, like some general special scenes, the space is very small. However, standing here is a special person with light blue scales and a human head. Is this a dragon man? Chen Chenggen was a little surprised. He had seen many special demihumans in the market, but he had never seen a dragon. So it's the dungeon hunter. As you can see, I am a dragon man with dragon blood. However, I'm not a fighting dragon, just a businessman. You can call me Tuka. I don't know if you are interested in buying the goods I brought out from Dragon Nest. The dragon merchant, Tuka, seemed a little surprised to see Chen Chenggen's expression, and said with a smile. Dragon Nest. Chen Chenggen silently memorized the place name. If nothing else, Dragon Nest should also be one of the 7 safe areas in the dungeon world. Let me see your goods first. Chen Chenggen said lightly. As you wish. With a wave of Tuka's hand, a large golden carpet appeared on the ground, and many items were placed on it. If I guessed correctly, this pet of yours should be the legendary ancient giant beast, the Shuangsha black tortoise and snake. It seems that it hasn't gotten rid of its infancy yet. This item of mine can help it grow faster. Tuka glanced at the Xuanwu at Chen Chenggen's feet, and then pointed to a green fruit that exuded the breath of life on the carpet. Chen Chenggen picked up the fruit and checked the specific information. Fruit of growth. Effect. It can make all extraordinary creatures have no side effects, and increase the growth rate by 20%, 150%. The stronger the extraordinary creature of the life race, the smaller the increase in growth speed. This growth acceleration process lasts for 240 hours. Introduction. Although the fruit of the holy tree of life is the worst fruit, it also possesses unimaginable abilities. What's the price of this thing? After reading the information about the growing fruit, Chen Chenggen decided to buy it. Judging from the strength of Xuanwu's life race, the growth fruit can only provide a growth rate of 20% at most. But as long as Xuanwu can grow faster, it is enough. It's not expensive, only 500 soul coins. Tuka raised his hand, stretched out 5 dragon claws, and said with a smile. Let me look at the other goods, and we will settle together at that time. Chen Chenggen put down the growth fruit, and then explored the information of other items. Dragon Blood Potion. Effect. After drinking, temporarily gain 4-dimensional attribute plus 30, and temporarily grow dragon scales, gain 500 basic defense points for 30 seconds. Introduction. A potion refined from a trace of dragon blood, which allows drinkers to experience the power of dragons. Rune Drying Pot. Effect. The dry pot branded with strong magic runes is not easy to be blown up. Introduction. This is the griddle that every pharmacist should have. Book of Taboo, Form Changing. Effect. It can be activated by consuming 10% of the maximum mana, causing all targets within a diameter of 50 meters to randomly turn into a weak creature, or the user turns into a weak frog. Introduction. The power of taboo is never a good thing. Of course, you can try it if you are brave enough. Tuka's goods are not only large in quantity, but most of them are very practical. Especially the Dragon's Blood Potion. With this thing, it is equivalent to being able to temporarily activate a wave of berserk state, which is enough to turn defeat into victory. Advanced Teleportation Order. Suddenly, Chen Chenggen saw a token engraved with a space magic brand from among these goods. Advanced Teleportation Order. Effect. With the holder as the center range, it can be teleported to a certain scene within 1,000 dungeon scenes. When you finish teleporting, the item will be destroyed. Introduction. This is not a life-saving teleportation. You need to lock a certain dungeon scene, and you can teleport after 30 seconds. When Chen Chenggen saw the effect of the high-level teleportation order, he was amazed and prepared to buy it. With this kind of thing, if he obtains something similar to the treasure map of the ruins in the future, he can arrive in an instant. In addition to high-level teleportation orders and growth fruits, Chen Chenggen is also planning to purchase dragon blood potions and rune cauldrons. As for other goods, he has no interest in them for the time being. The Dragon's Blood Potion is the same as the high-level teleportation order, it is 1,000 soul coins. If the runes are to blame, let it count as 300 soul coins. 27. Adding growth fruits, a total of 2,800 soul coins. After seeing Chen Chenggen's selection, Tuka quickly gave the price. Chen Chenggen quickly took out the soul coins to pay, and put away all the purchased items. Thank you for your generosity. If we are lucky, we will meet in Dragon Valley. After Tuka put away the soul coin and the rest of the goods, he said goodbye to Chen Chenggen soon. I saw a small space magic circle appearing under his feet, and it was teleported to other places in the next moment. Let's go, find a scene suitable for refining medicine. A few seconds after Tuka disappeared, Chen Chenggen said to AKAs. Master, please go to the passage on the right. AKAs. Pupils flickered with a pale golden light, and the perception was soon completed. After a while, Chen Chenggen walked to the dark passage on the right and came to the 56th scene. This scene is a very large grotto, the size of 3 football fields. In addition, there are many large burrows on the uneven ground. It seems that some large creatures have drilled out of these burrows. Master, be careful underground. After arriving at this scene, AKAs immediately issued a reminder. Underground. Chen Chenggen glanced around and found that there were no creatures on the ground, so he knew that the monster in this scene was hiding in the underground pit. Boom. Suddenly, there was a roar from the earth, and the whole scene shook like the earth was shaking. The next moment, a gigantic beast suddenly emerged from the ground. Dixalong. Combat Power Index, 100. Defense Index, 100. Introduction. The pure earth element stained with dragon blood gradually evolved into a subspecies of dragon in the process of mutation and distortion. It not only masters the magic of the earth, but also the dragon language magic of the fire dragon. Seeing Dixalong's message, Chen Chenggen frowned slightly. Such a high comprehensive index, he has only seen in the Relic Lord. This also shows that Dixalong's four-dimensional attribute has a high probability of 300 points. Although the big move of Final Slash is still cooling down, Chen Chenggen is not in the slightest Wang Zhao panic. Roar! Dixalong let out a deafening roar. In an instant, in the sky above it, magma boulders with a diameter of more than 5 seconds suddenly condensed, consisting of rocks and flames. After the magma boulder condensed, it immediately smashed towards Chen Chenggen's position like a group of miniature meteorites. Chen Chenggen immediately stretched out his left hand and punched upwards horizontally. An invisible shock wave burst out suddenly. Boom! The shock wave collided with the magma boulders, setting off a huge explosion in midair. Numerous gravels fell slowly, and gunpowder smoke spread from midair to all directions. Shua! In an instant, Dixalong's huge body broke through the hazy gunpowder smoke and appeared directly in front of Chen Chenggen. At the same time, its mouth grew slightly, condensing a magma ball that was compressed into the size of an apple. A scorching and terrifying aura rushed over immediately. Seeing that Dixalong is close at hand, it is about to launch a deadly magma bomb. Chen Chenggen's pupils shrank slightly, feeling that everything in front of him slowed down. Almost at the same time, the hurricane boots faintly flashed the light of the wind rune, and a gust of wind suddenly surged up, trying to push Chen Chenggen away. However, he did not go with the wind. Instead he raised the Wolf King sword, and with the power of the shock wave, he slashed towards Dixalong's mouth. Boom! A strong explosion suddenly sounded. I saw Chen Chenggen retreating one after another. If it wasn't for Xuanwu standing behind him, he would almost have entered the dark passage behind him. As for Dixalong, it was blasted out. In front of the powerful shock wave slash, not only its magic was broken, but even the dragon scales on its body were broken, and pale golden blood began to drip. Shua! Chen Chenggen unfolded his demon wings and flew to midair. As he activated the effect of the Devil's Light Bomb, the feathers of the Devil's wings suddenly lit up with lavender light. In the next instant, hundreds of purple light bullets, deadlocking Dixalong's position, were launched suddenly. Boom boom boom. Xilong, whose head was numb from the shock wave, had just recovered when he saw light bombs blasting the sky, and was immediately blasted with dense wounds. However, as a half-element and half-dragon race, the 480 advanced life race, Dixalong resisted the demon light bullets with a total of 10,000 points of real damage, and did not die directly. As a normal human being, 300 points of physical attributes can only generate 3,000 points of health. But for higher life races, 300 points of physical attributes can generate 30,000 or even more health points. This is the huge advantage that the higher life races are born with. This is also the reason why Dixalong did not die immediately after suffering so much damage. Seeing this, Chen Chenggen flew to the top of the cave at a height of 500 meters. At this time, the hurricane boots condensed into a substantial storm, lingering on Chen Chenggen's feet. The next moment, Chen Chenggen fell like a shooting star. In the process of falling, the storm on the feet became more and more powerful. It even cuts the dust floating in midair into nanometer forms on the way. From a distance, one can find Chen Chenggen at this moment, like a meteor formed by a storm, suddenly crashing into the earth. Boom! A deafening explosion sounded immediately. I saw Chen Chenggen kick BJCE, kicking Dixalong into the ground. The countless underground holes drilled by Dixalong, the space below couldn't bear such a powerful impact, suddenly collapsed. The earthquake intensified, and the ground of the entire scene collapsed and collapsed, burying everything like a super earthquake. In midair, Chen Chenggen waved his demon wings, blowing away the dust that spread throughout the sky. At the same time, a kill prompt appeared in front of his eyes. Kill Dixalong, get 1,000 soul coins, 1,000 evil souls, and earth dragon souls. After killing them, 3 small light clusters appeared on the surface. As for Dixalong's body, it is estimated that it will never be found. because Chen Chang'an was worried that the power was not enough at the moment before he kicked Dixilong. Therefore, in the process of activating the Storm Star, coupled with the shock wave of the powerful mode, it was able to successfully kill Dixilong. It is precisely because of this that this scene will trigger a strong earthquake, which is the impact of the shock wave. Under the burial of a strong earthquake, the body of Dixilong may fall to 1,000 meters underground, or even deeper. Boom! Not long after Dixilong died, a dark golden treasure box suddenly fell out of the center of the scene. Is this the reward chest above gold? Chen Chang'an was suddenly curious. However, he still collected the rewards dropped by killing Di Zilong first. Soul of Earth Dragon. Effect. It can ban the King's Soul, create any equipment of extreme, purple quality and gold quality, and increase the power of equipment related to the Earth characteristic by 15%. Introduction. This is a special soul produced after the fall of a Dixie dragon with the potential to be close to a king. Looking at the hand, it looks like a materialized brown ball of light. Chen Chang'an showed a serious expression. The soul of the Earth Dragon can actually exert the same effect as the King's soul. And it can also increase the power of equipment effects related to the characteristics of the Earth. More importantly, unlike the King's soul, it can only be used to forge weapons. But any part of the equipment can be built with it. This is really a good thing. Chen Chang'an immediately put the soul of the Earth Dragon into the storage space. If it was Wang Hun, it would have little effect on him. Because the King's Soul can forge gold quality weapons at the highest level, the Wolf King Sword in Chen Chang'an's hand is already of gold quality. The soul of the Earth Dragon is different. With this thing, Chen Chang'an can find someone to forge the third piece of gold quality equipment besides the Wolf King Sword and the Ruins Ring. As for the blacksmith's options, it seems that we have to get something later to restore Rock's body. Otherwise, there would be no other blacksmith to forge this golden quality equipment. Chen Chang'an walked to the center of the scene while thinking, and opened the dark golden treasure chest. The dark gold box has been opened. Congratulations on getting the Meteor Skill Book. After opening the treasure chest, only one reward was dropped. However, Chen Chang'an is not worried but happy. Only one item is issued, which means that this reward is extremely valuable. So he picked it up immediately and checked the details. Meteor Skill Book. Quality. Golden. Effect. Summons a meteorite to hit all targets within the specified range, causing large-scale burst damage. Required to learn. 1,000 Evil Souls. After reading the information in the Meteor Skill Book, Chang'an couldn't help being stunned for a moment. This is actually a golden quality skill. And this skill looks very fierce, it directly summons meteorites. Chen Chang'an naturally knows how powerful the meteorite is. Although it hurts a bit, he still consumes 1,000 evil souls to learn this skill. Meteor. Quality. Golden. Effect. Summons a meteorite based on spiritual attribute *2 per meter diameter, smashes to all targets within the specified range, causing large-scale burst damage of spiritual attribute *100. The faster the meteorite accelerates, the higher the final damage will be. Consumes 2,000 mana, cooldown time is 2 hours. Needed to level up. 1,000 Evil Souls. Avertisement. After reading the real information of Meteor, Chen Chang'an was very satisfied. Although the strength of this skill is based on the improvement of spiritual attributes. But no matter the size of the diameter or the multiple damage, it is very powerful. And that's just a base. As the meteorite accelerates faster, the final damage of the meteorite falling will continue to increase. If the asteroid breaks through the atmosphere and falls to the ground, it will use that speed. Even if Chen Chang'an can only summon a meteorite with a diameter of more than 600 meters, it can almost destroy the world. After receiving all the rewards, Chen Chang'an set up a bonfire here, preparing to refine a wave of potions. Although I just dealt with Dixilong, it caused a strong earthquake, causing the surface to stay nearly 50 meters, about. But as the earthquake ended, the earth healed again, but there were many cracks on the ground. Before refining the potion, Chen Chang'an is going to put some items on the auction interface. The first is the Moonlight Sword and Steam Boots, both of which are green quality equipment. Especially the Moonlight Great Sword, although it is only of extreme green quality, its true value is not weaker than ordinary blue quality weapons at all. In addition, Chen Chenggen is also preparing to sell low-level demon bloodlines and Murloc transformation marine potion. Compared with green equipment, these two items are absolutely overwhelmingly attractive to other people in the area. Since the victory in the hegemony mode, when many people open the treasure chest, the probability of obtaining attribute points has also increased a lot. But the attribute points they have accumulated are not many, and the person who has obtained the most attribute points has only obtained 8 attribute points. Therefore, the low-level demon blood that can greatly improve the 4-dimensional attributes, as well as the Murloc transformation and oceanization, will definitely be highly sought after. Especially the low-level demon blood. Not only the enhanced 4-dimensional attributes are higher, but also some skills of the demon family can be mastered. But also because of this, Chen Chenggen was a little hesitant about the pricing of these two items. How about these two things? First, let's see what price some high-end combat power can pay. After thinking for a while, Chen Chenggen drew up 2 auction lists first. Seller: Chen Chenggen. Auction item: Moonlight Greatsword. See details. Starting price: 200 evil soul coins. Minimum transaction price: 600 evil soul coins. Time limit: 2 hours. Seller: Chen Chenggen. Auction item: Steam War Boots. See details. Starting price: 150 evil soul coins. Minimum transaction price: 400 evil soul coins. Time limit: 2 hours. After drawing up the auction list, Chen Chenggen opened the chat interface and looked for the private message function. Moonlight Sword and Steam Boots, although for most people, are good things. But for those who are at the top of the personal list and get equipment rewards, the attraction is not as great as imagined. Especially before Su Yufan and Kong Yu, who were in the top 5 at the same time, and Lin Qingshan, who finally stepped in at the critical moment. The reward they got was extremely blue quality equipment. Even if the value is slightly worse, it is definitely more than twice as strong as the Moonlight Greatsword. Therefore, if you want to reap their wallets, low-level demon bloodlines and Murloc transformation marine potions are the perfect main force. Of course, at present, there are probably only the 3 of them in the entire own area, and they have enough capital to allow Chen Chenggen to agree to the transaction. So Chen Chenggen sent the information of these 2 items to each of the 3 of them, and began to wait for a reply. At the same time, the already lively chatting area suddenly exploded. Chat area: 4009 people. Look at the auction interface. The boss of Chang'an is hanging equipment again. Green equipment: I already have it. Wait, what the hell is this big sword? Worry, the Moonlight Greatsword is so good, I suddenly feel that the very green quality weapon in my hand is not good. Upstairs, I seriously doubt that you are pretending. One thing to say, this Moonlight Sword is really powerful. Not only does it have real damage, but the power of the flame slash is also very strong. Based on these 2 equipment effects alone, they are comparable to my blue quality weapons. The big dog is pretending again, isn't he? Bullying those of us who didn't make it to the personal list. Brother dog, did you mean what you said, or did you accidentally? Purchase a large number of soul coins. If you are interested, chat privately. As expected by Chen Chenggen, the green quality equipment is not very attractive to the very small number of people who have been in the top 20 of the personal list. But for others, it is very attractive. Especially the Moonlight Greatsword. The power of Raging Flame Slash alone is enough to deal with most of the dungeon monsters that can drop out of the bronze box after killing. As a result, many people began to sell iron, preparing to buy soul coins from other people, and then participate in the auction. 0.00. After a while, on the auction interface, the auction prices for the Moonlight Greatsword and Steam War Boots began to rise gradually. After Chen Chenggen waited for a while, he soon received private messages from 3 people. Su Yufan: boss, save the demon blood first, wait for me to collect something, and it will be ready soon. Kong Yu: I have 2000 soul coins, 500 evil souls, and 3 passive props. Can I exchange them for the Murloc transformation ocean potion? Lin Qingshan: the boss should also contact Su Yufan and Kong Yu, right? If they are involved, I should not be able to grab this little capital. Lin Qingshan: however, I have a passive item here, can I exchange it for an item with enchanting effect? After reading the messages sent by the 3, Chen Chenggen responded quickly. On Su Yufan's side, wait until he has gathered enough. On Kong Yu's side, he needs to first look at the 3 passive props of the other party and their specific effects. If it is like the slime crown, which summons the garbage props that slimes fight together, then forget it. But as long as it is not too bad and can provide some help, then Chen Chenggen is quite willing to make a big deal. As for Lin Qingshan, Chen Chenggen also replied to look at the effects of the props first. After a while, Kong Yu sent information about 3 passive props, and Lin Qingshan also sent a message about 1 prop. Chen Chenggen first checked the item information sent by Kong Yu. Heart of the Earth. Effect. The wearer's power of using earth magic will increase by 15%. Introduction. The concentrate of the earth element is the favorite of earth mages. Toxic Seed. Effect. The carrier can offset 10%, 100% of the damage suffered by the poison state. The stronger the toxicity, the lower the damage offset. Introduction. A magical seed that can absorb all poisons. Heart of Frost. Effect. The ice and snow magic caused by the wearer must cause freezing effect. Introduction. The rich substance of ice element is the favorite of ice mages. After reading these 3 passive props, Chen Chenggen is very satisfied. The Heart of the Earth can increase the power of the earth magic by 15%. It happened that Chen Chenggen mastered the 560 gun and the meteorite, both of which belong to a kind of earth magic. It's just that one is a green quality skill and the other is a gold quality skill. The highly poisonous seed can be exempted from the damage suffered by poisoning, which is also a good thing. And its value is very high. Even some top-level poisons can be exempted, even if it is only 10% of the immunity effect. As for Frozen Heart, it is also a good thing. Chen Chenggen currently masters ice and snow skills, only the most trashy white quality, Frost Light Bomb. But in the future, if you can obtain high-quality ice and snow skills, then the Heart of Frost can play a major role. Although the Frost Heart does not provide a power increase, the control ability that must be frozen is also very important at critical moments. Even for some powerful enemies, the freezing effect cannot trap them for a long time, but as long as they can trap them for even 0.1 second, Chen Chenggen can make 1 or 2 attacks. So Chen Chenggen quickly agreed to Kong Yu's deal. Use the Murloc Transformation Ocean Potion to exchange 2,000 soul coins, 500 evil souls, hearts of the earth, poisonous seeds, and frost hearts. After the transaction was over, Chen Chenggen checked the item information sent by Lin Qingshan. Mechanical Heart. Effect. It can fill the energy core of equipment on the technology side, increasing its function and equipment effect by 1% to 50%. When this item is used as a passive prop, it can make the equipment on the technology side repair itself. Introduction. This is the crystallization of wisdom and is the favorite of mechanical lovers. Mechanical Heart. After seeing the effect of this thing, Chen Chenggen was very surprised. Although he has known for a long time, the dungeon world is not only the existence of mysterious sides such as magic. But this is the first time he has seen the mechanical props on the technology side. The Murloc Transforming and Oceanizing Potion does not count, that thing is the genetic potion on the biological side. After thinking for a while, Chen Chenggen still decided to take out the Hurricane Gem and trade it with Lin Qingshan. Although it is not a rune scroll, the Hurricane Gem is used as an equipment gem, and it can also obtain the enchanting effect. It didn't take long for Chen Chenggen to complete the transaction with the other party. Although if you want to inlay equipment gems, you need to rely on the strength of the blacksmith. But this deal is definitely worth it to Lin Qingshan. After all, there are really not many people who can exert the effect of Mechanical Heart. After finishing the transaction with the two, Chen Chenggen waited for a while before receiving Su Yufan's private message. Su Yufan. Boss, I've made some good stuff. Su Yufan. 5,800 soul coins, 1,500 evil souls, plus a Guardian Heart. See details. Guardian Heart. Effect. When your health drops to 20%, you can temporarily obtain a shield that reduces damage by 1%, 30%, lasting for 5 seconds. The higher the level of damage, the lower the reduction effect will be. This shield does not reduce damage at the highest tier. After the shield is activated, it will enter a cooling time of 1 hour. Introduction. The loving guardian goddess protects your life. Quote ? Quote. After seeing the belongings Su Yufan scraped together, Chen Chenggen couldn't help being stunned for a moment. Although the other party was the first to trade high-value items from him. It is also his own area, only this person. But Chen Chenggen really did not expect that the other party has so much wealth. But think about it too. After being traded from Chen Chenggen to the core of the Stone Titan, Su Yufan summoned the Stone Statue Titan and pushed it all the way in the early stage. In addition, after the end of the hegemony mode, he obtained an extreme, blue quality weapon. His strength has gradually improved, and it is normal to be able to accumulate so much wealth. In contrast, Chen Chenggen spent almost all resources on four-dimensional attributes, and accumulated a lot of props. That's why he is often short of soul coins and evil souls. After a while, Chen Chenggen agreed to the deal, and soon got a lot of soul coins and evil souls. As for the Guardian Heart, it is considered a life-saving item, and it can play an important role at critical moments. After all, the low-level demon bloodlines, and the Murloc transformation and oceanization potions were shot. Chen Chenggen's coin soul has accumulated to 12,000, and the evil soul has also reached 3,000. He first stuffed all the evil souls into the deep magic bottle for refining. Afterwards, he prepared to refine the weak healing potion, and after all the transactions were over, he used the soul potion to convert all the soul coins into evil souls. In this way, he has a large number of soul crystals to enhance the four-dimensional attribute. But before refining the potion, Chen Chenggen took out the growth fruit and let Xuanwu take it. Although after eating the growth fruit, Xuanwu has not changed for the time being. But as long as it accumulates enough energy, it can also enter the next transformation without the assistance of blood pills. After finishing everything, Chen Chenggen took out the rune griddle and began to refine the potion. After 2 hours passed, he refined a total of 8,000 milliliters of weak healing potions. In the past, it was difficult for Chen Chenggen to refine so many potions. The main reason is that last time I traded 100 potion materials from the potion old man to have enough materials to refine so many potions. Just after refining the potion, Chen Chenggen saw 2 prompts in front of him. Reminder: the Moonlight Sword has been auctioned and 1350 soul coins have been obtained. Reminder: the Steam Boots have been auctioned and 750 soul coins have been obtained. After the auction was successful, Chen Chenggen got another 2,000 soul coins. It's already noon, and I can finally make another transaction. After Chen Chenggen put away the soul coins obtained from the trade, he quickly took out the balance of alien creatures from the storage space. There is a 24-hour trading cooldown for the balance of alien creatures. The last time he traded was at noon yesterday. And now, the cooldown period for trading has just ended. After taking out the balance of the alien creature, Chen Chenggen looked at the 3 items in the storage space. They are the indescribable scroll, the bone talisman and the gem of life. Among them, the life gem has the lowest value, and can only be exchanged for high-level treasures from the hands of the strange creature and the mother of all spirits. And the indescribable scrolls and bone amulets can be exchanged for top treasures. However, Chen Chenggen didn't know which alien creature the former could attract. But the bone talisman is the backbone of the alien creature, the immortal ancestor. Once traded, it will definitely attract the other party. In the choice between the two, Chen Chenggen thought for a moment, and decided to trade the bone amulet first. Alien creature eternal ancestor, one can tell that it is a superpower of the undead line. If it can be exchanged for the only property related to the undead system, then it will be a lot of money. Even though Chen Chenggen has a rebirth talisman in his hands, he is still more eager for undead items. After all, resurrection has a cooldown time, and the immortality type usually requires full life-saving ability. Unless you encounter a strong enemy whose strength is too disparate, no matter how you fight, it will be difficult to be killed. Soon, Chen Chenggen placed the bone talisman at one end of the balance of the alien creature. Not long after, 2 prompts appeared in front of his eyes. Hint: the alien creature eternal ancestor has appeared. Warning: please do not show hostility or killing intent to the alien creature, the immortal ancestor, let alone launch an attack. Suddenly, an immortal breath full of vitality appeared quietly. It was a 5-meter tall spider whose lower body was like an enlarged spider, with 8 limbs as sharp as knives. The upper body is similar to a giant bear, but it has 4 huge arms that look like big swords, and there are 4 blood-colored eyes distributed from top to bottom on the head. After the immortal ancestor appeared, his 4 eyes fixed on the balance of alien creatures, and the bone amulet at the other end. Then, out of nowhere, he took out a golden yellow crystal the size of a fist, and placed it on the other end of the balance of alien creatures. The moment he saw this crystal, Chen Chenggen's body involuntarily burst out with a strong desire. His body subconsciously wanted to get that crystal. However, the transaction is still in progress at the moment, so Chen Chenggen suppressed his body's primitive instinct and waited for the transaction to end. Ding! The alien creature balance quickly rang a bell, and then began to measure the area. It didn't take long before both ends of the platform were in a state of balance, which means that the transaction items of both parties are of equal value. Seeing this, the immortal ancestor waved his sword-like arm, and the bone amulet suddenly appeared in front of him. The next moment, his figure quietly disappeared and left the dungeon world. After confirming that the other party left, Chen Chenggen immediately took down the golden crystal from the other end of the alien creature's balance. Supreme Source of Life. Effect. After eating, it can break the innate shackles of all life races and gain unlimited potential. Tip. The innate shackles of the human race, that is, the upper limit of the 4-dimensional attribute is 5,000 points. Tip. Only a very small number of top-secret treasures can break the potential limit of the life race. Introduction. This is the product of the fusion of the blood essence of the alien creature, the immortal ancestor, and the life essence of the primordial tree. After reading the information of Supreme Life Source, Chen Chenggen finally understood why his body was so longing for it. Because with this thing, he can break the innate life and race restrictions of the human race, so as to achieve unlimited growth in the true sense. If there is no such thing, no matter how many soul crystals there are, if the 4-dimensional attribute is raised to 5,000 points, it is estimated that it will come to an end. Fortunately, the immortal ancestor sent this thing. The value of the supreme source of life is not weaker than the unique property at all. Chen Chenggen sighed inwardly, then he opened his mouth and swallowed the supreme life source. This thing looks a bit hard on the surface, but it actually tastes like eating jelly. After eating, Chen Chenggen faintly felt that some restriction was broken, and his body became more free and relaxed than before. Other than that, he didn't feel any other changes. But potential is something that cannot be seen or touched. Only when the upper limit of potential is reached can one experience the grief of being unable to go any further. It's just that Chen Chenggen didn't expect that the potential of the human race was as high as 5,000 points of 4-dimensional attributes. For other extraordinary life races, it may not be half of the human race. Even low-level demons, or even higher-level demons, can't match the human race in terms of potential. However, high potential is one thing, and whether it can grow to the upper limit of potential is another matter. Afterwards, Chen Chenggen put away the balance of alien organisms, and put all 8,000 milliliters of weak healing potions on the trading market. Although many people, relying on the 1 point of lucky attribute obtained in the hegemony mode, obtained a lot of good things from the reward box, and became stronger than before. But weak healing potions are still very popular. It didn't take long for Chen Chenggen's potions to be listed in the trading market, and they were sold out in less than 5 minutes. Reminder: 8,000 milliliters weak healing potion has been sold, and 8,000 soul coins and 4,000 evil souls have been obtained. After the transaction, Chen Chenggen got a lot of soul coins and evil souls. Then he took out the potion of soul from the storage space and drank it directly. In an instant, Chen Chenggen had the ability to reshape his soul power. Immediately after 160, he took out a total of 20,000 soul coins and quickly transformed them. After 15 seconds passed, Chen Chenggen didn't have a soul coin on him. But in his hands, there are a full 23,000 evil souls. This is the first time he has obtained such a huge evil soul. It's a pity that the deep magic bottle is still being refined, otherwise Chen Chenggen would be able to refine a large number of soul crystals again. Since we have accumulated so many evil souls, how about raising the level of a wave of skills? Chen Chenggen set up a bonfire and prepared to eat lunch while thinking inwardly. In the past, apart from alchemy, he never used an evil soul to improve the skill level. But now, there is enough capital. Anyway, the refining of the deep magic bottle takes a lot of time. Chen Chenggen even used part of the evil soul to improve the skill level. He only needs to kill some stronger dungeon monsters to replenish them quickly, making the refining of the deep magic bottle unstoppable. As for what skills to improve, golden quality meteors are definitely the first choice. The second is the 2 purple quality skills, which are intuition and shockwave. As for the rest of the skills, Chen Chenggen doesn't plan to improve them. The main reason is that the quality is too low, and it is a waste of evil souls to upgrade. After making up his mind, Chen Chenggen opened the skill interface and found the location of the meteor. Originally he felt that he was still very rich, but seeing that Meteor Star needs 1000 evil souls for each upgrade, he silently only increased by 1 level. There is no way, level 1 needs so many evil souls, it is definitely impossible for him to upgrade a few more times. Skills are important, but 4-dimensional attributes are fundamental. After a while, Meteor was upgraded to versus point 2. Meteor versus point 2. Quality. Golden. Effect. Summons a meteorite based on spiritual attribute *2 diameter, smashing to all targets within the specified range, causing large-scale burst damage of spiritual attribute *150. The faster the meteorite accelerates, the higher the final damage will be. Consumes 2000 mana, cooldown time is 2 hours. Required to level up, 1000 evil souls. After the grade was raised, the diameter of the meteorite increased without any change. But the damage multiplier has changed from the original spirit attribute *100 to spirit attribute *150. Chen Chenggen's current spiritual attribute has a full 335 points. The original meteor, the base damage is 33,500, after the upgrade, it is directly increased to 50,250, 16,750 more damage. It can be said that these 1000 evil souls are worth the money. Then Chen Chenggen found the location of the psychic intuition and the shock wave. For purple quality skills, only 200 evil souls are needed for each upgrade, which is 1/5 of the golden quality. So Chen Chenggen was more willing to give these 2 skills a 5-level upgrade. Of course, the reason for choosing to improve these 2 skills. Not only them, but Chen Chenggen's high-quality skills are currently second only to Meteor. More importantly, one is a passive skill, and the other active skill has no cooldown time, so there is a lot of room for manipulation. Therefore, it is definitely not a loss to increase the level of spiritual intuition and shock wave. Intuition LV.6. Quality. Purple. Effect. It can perceive the movement of all objects within a diameter of 60 meters, and make insight plus 60% and reaction plus 60%. Required to level up, 200 evil souls. Shockwave IV.6. Quality. Purple. Effect. You can release the shockwave from any part of the body, and you can also release the shockwave slash through the weapon, which can cause large-scale shattering damage of the sum of the strength attribute and the physical attribute 70. The shock wave can be divided into weak effect, strong effect mode. The weak effect only causes half of the original damage, and the attack range is reduced by half. Consumes 200/500 mana, no cooldown. Required to level up, 200 evil souls. After raising 5 levels respectively, the change of spiritual intuition is the biggest. Not only the perception range has been increased from the original 10-meter diameter to 60 meters. Even insight and responsiveness have increased from the original 10% to 60%. Needless to say, the benefits of insight and responsiveness, the expanded range of perception is what Chen Chenggen is most satisfied with. In this way, even if there is a long-range attack, he can instantly sense it and react. As for the shock wave, it is the skill multiplier, which has been increased from 20 times the sum of the original physique attribute and strength attribute to 70 times. Such a change is not insignificant. Even if Chen Chenggen only activates the shock wave in weak mode, he can still deal 23,450 points of shattering damage. Moreover, the consumption is only 200 points of mana, and the price-performance ratio is simply invincible. After upgrading the skill level, Chen Chenggen still has 20,000 evil souls left in his hands, and he is ready to refine them all into soul crystals and improve the 4-dimensional attributes. After this wave, he will definitely increase the 4-dimensional attribute a lot. It's a pity that the refining of the deep magic bottle takes time, so he can only choose to refine in batches in order to harvest soul crystals faster. Afterwards, Chen Chenggen and Xuanwu finished their lunch and stopped at this scene to rest for a while. A strange reaction appeared in the deep magic bottle. Chen Chenggen immediately took it out and found that it was the previous 3,000 evil souls, which had been refined. So he took out 300 soul crystals and opened his personal information. Dungeon Hunter, Chen Chenggen. Title, Herald of Light. HP, 150%. Mana, 3,353,350ths. Power, 335 plus. Physique, 335 plus. Dexterity, 335 plus. 335 plus. Lucky, 3. Soul coins, 0. Evil soul, 20,000. After Chen Chenggen thought for a moment, he quickly added points in batches. Since there were too many attributes to be promoted this time, it took him nearly an hour to complete the promotion. Power, 410 plus 75. Physique, 410 plus 75. 410 plus 75. Asterisk 410 plus 75. After the four-dimensional attribute surged, Chen Chenggen could feel that his body was filled with infinite calendar areas. And compared to the previous promotion, his attribute promotion this time feels more relaxed and natural. Perhaps this is the subtle change after losing the shackles of the upper limit. After the promotion, Chen Chenggen pondered for a while, but still took out 3,000 evil souls and let the deep magic bottle refine them. If 20,000 evil souls were stuffed into it at one time, it would take several days to refine the deep magic bottle. Quote. I don't know if the deep demon bottle has some low-level passive characters like the Eye of the Evil God. It would be great if there was one and it could increase the refining speed. After seeing the refining of the deep magic bottle, Chen Chenggen looked expectant. It seems that only some unique props will have corresponding lower passive props, allowing the holder to see the hidden effect. The Eye of the Evil God has a very close connection with the Apostle of the Evil God, and the latter can be regarded as the lower passive prop of the former. As for the balance of alien creatures, this is very sleepy. As long as it is a passive item related to a different creature, it can detect hidden effects. It's just not clear whether the deep magic bottle also has this kind of low-level passive props that can trigger special effects. After putting away the deep magic bottle, Chen Chenggen packed up the bonfire and the rune griddle, and was ready to go to the next scene. Master, this time you can go to the passage directly ahead. Hearing the hint given by AKAs, Chen Chenggen and Xuanwu both came to the dark passage directly in front of Qian Nuo in one jump. The position of the channel is consistent with the original ground of the scene. It's just this scene, when Chen Chenggen was dealing with Dixalong, he caused a strong earthquake, causing the ground to collapse about 50 meters. After a while, Chen Chenggen brought Xuanwu and AKAs to the 57th scene. The space of this scene is not small, but the whole environment is extremely gloomy and gloomy. On the surrounding walls, blue will-o'-the-wisps burn. Crack, there was a sound of bones colliding slowly. Chen Chenggen glanced around and found an undead skeleton in a black cloak in the center of the scene. It's just that this undead skeleton is a full 6 meters high and holds a pitch-black staff in its hand. Undead Archmage. Combat Power Index, 105. Defense Index, 80. Introduction. The dead body of a certain Archmage was transformed into a special undead by undead magic. It not only mastered the undead magic to summon a large number of undead skeletons, but also mastered many kinds of magic. When Chen Chenggen had just read the information given by the alien tactical glasses, the necromancer began to chant unknown spells. Within a second of singing, a large magic circle emerged from the ground, and many skeletons quickly crawled out of it. Some of these undead skeletons are skeleton soldiers with swords, and some are skeleton mages with staffs. Chen Chenggen even saw that 10 undead knights were summoned. Xuanwu, step back, Chen Chenggen spoke softly, and the next moment dark golden lines appeared on his arms. At the same time, a huge brown-yellow magic circle instantly appeared from above his head, and summoned a huge meteorite with a diameter of more than 800 meters. If it weren't for this scene, it would be as big as 5 football fields, and the height would reach thousands of meters. As soon as the meteorite is summoned, it can instantly stick to the entire ground. As Chen Chenggen pushed forward with both hands, the meteorite above his head exploded at an extremely fast speed and hit the center of the scene. Boom! Just like a comet hitting the Earth, the meteorite hit the ground, instantly setting off a terrifying shock wave. Under the sweep of the shock wave, thousands of undead skeletons just summoned by the necromancer, including the undead knights, were instantly disintegrated into countless skeletons. Not only that, after the meteorite fell, thick golden lines appeared on the entire surface of the sphere. After the golden 820 color pattern covered the entire sphere, the meteorite burst instantly, and countless huge rocks and sharp gravel, like missiles and bullets, continuously sprayed in all directions. Boom! Facing such a terrifying attack, the undead master had just released more than a dozen shields to protect his body. These shields were instantly smashed, and even the undead master was bombarded by countless rocks. As for Chen Chang'an, apart from the slow spread of gunpowder smoke, he was not affected in any way. Although the burst damage of meteorites seems to be sprayed randomly as if it is not distinguished from friend or foe. But as a spellcaster, Chen Chang'an can manipulate the boulders and rubble created by these explosions. Catch! The sound of bones colliding slowly resounded, and the undead mage, through some unknown means, returned to the surface from under the burial of layers of huge rocks. However, its appearance at this moment is very embarrassing. Except for the bones of the skull and the upper body, the bones of the lower body and the left arm have all disappeared. Is this through space magic, escape in time? Seeing the appearance of the undead master, Chen Chang'an had a vague guess. Then his figure turned into an afterimage, and instantly appeared in front of the undead mage. Although the necromancer subconsciously blocked it with his staff, Chen Chang'an appeared behind it at a faster speed, and slashed hard with the Wolf King's sword. Boom! The sharp blade directly chopped the spine of the undead mage into pieces. At the same time, the king wolf also stretched out its huge soul wolf claws, and quickly slapped it on the head of the undead archmage. The necromancer, who was still trying to struggle, was injured by the king wolf's soul, and the light blue soul fire in his eyes was gradually extinguished. Kill the undead master, get 1,000 soul coins, 1,000 evil souls, and undead secret tome. In an instant, the necromancer was killed, and beside it, 3 small light clusters fell out. Chen Chang'an put away the soul coins and evil souls, then check out the third reward drop. Dead Book. Effect. When you summon an undead unit, the level of the undead unit will be increased by 1 level by default. When you summon more than 201,000th undead units, an additional leader Lord level undead unit will be summoned. When you use undead magic, including skills and equipment effects, the power can be increased by 15%. Introduction. The classic book containing the power of super undead is the treasure that every undead master dreams of. Chen Chang'an was very surprised after seeing the effect of the Tome of the Dead. This passive prop has 3 effects. First of all, the first one can upgrade the summoned undead unit to a level. Chen Chang'an has a strange skull in his hand, through which he can summon undead units based on 1/3 of his 4-dimensional attributes. If the level of these undead units is relatively low, such as the very common undead skeletons, then their 4-dimensional BJBI attributes are high, and they can't provide much combat power. But after upgrading a level, becoming a skeleton mage or undead knight, their combat power will definitely be greatly improved. The second effect. This is a powerful effect that can only be played by playing the undead army. As long as the number of undead core is larger, the extra summoned undead units will be more powerful. How strong is the leader level unit, Chen Chang'an doesn't know. But the lord level unit is definitely fierce. According to the information given by the relic ring, it seems that only those who have mastered the power of a lord are worthy of being called a lord. It's a pity that Chen Chang'an needs to accumulate a lot of weird skulls to summon thousands of undead units. As for the third effect of the Tome of the Undead, it is similar to the Heart of the Earth and the Heart of the Wood Spirit, increasing the power of undead magic by 15%. No loss as the combat power index. If you can break through 100 units, the rewards that will drop out will be rich. Chen Chang'an couldn't help but sighed, and then put away the Tome of the Undead. Of course, being able to drop such a good thing may also have something to do with his lucky attribute. Then Chen Chang'an glanced at the corpse of the necromancer, and finally picked up the opponent's staff. For some dungeon monsters with equipment, after killing them, in addition to the most basic killing rewards, they can also obtain the equipment on them. Remains staff. Quality. Purple Extreme. Equipment requirements. Spirit 50, master a kind of undead magic. Undead magic casting speed plus 100%, undead magic power plus 30%. Equipment effect. Undead mutation passive. Every time a unit is killed, it can be transformed into an undead unit and stored in the remains. Undead Legion active. Summon all undead units stored in the staff of the remains, and for every 10 undead units summoned, their 4-dimensional attributes will be increased by 1%. The improvement of the 4-dimensional attribute can be increased up to 100%. Consumes 500 mana, no cooldown. Introduction. This is a staff forged from a bone of a Lord-level undead unit, plus undead magic runes and space magic runes. After looking at the Staff of Remains, Chen Chenggen finally understood why the undead master could instantly summon thousands of undead units. It turned out that it was all due to the Staff of the Remains. The effect of this undead staff can be said to be very powerful. Every time a unit is killed, it can be transformed into an undead unit and stored in the internal undead space of the Remains staff. As the holder accumulates more undead units, not only can all undead units be released when the battle is fought, but their 4-dimensional attributes can also be doubled at most. It can be said that this staff is completely the favorite of necromancers. If it is combined with the undead secret tome, the effects of the two can catch up with ordinary golden quality weapons. After putting away the Wand of Remains, Chen Chenggen walked to the center of the scene, and found that there was indeed a hidden gold box lying there. Just when he was about to open it, he found another dark gold box fell from the sky. Hiss, I didn't expect this wave of lucky clover to be so powerful. Seeing 2 dark gold boxes in front of him, Chen Chenggen couldn't wait to open them. But he suddenly stopped the movement of his hands. The lucky attribute will affect the kill reward and treasure chest reward. Since there are 2 hidden gold boxes, then I can use the lucky potion to increase the lucky attribute when it comes, so as to maximize the benefits. Thinking of this, Chen Chenggen took out 500 milliliters of lucky potion from the storage space. Although this thing was refined by him by mistake. But he already knew how to refine it, so now he drinks all of it without feeling distressed at all. Reminder. You have temporarily increased your luck attribute by 5 points, which lasts for 2 hours. After drinking all the lucky potions, Chen Chenggen walked to the 2 dark gold boxes and opened them immediately. The dark gold box has been opened. Congratulations on obtaining the undead contract, soul gem, and remnant pages of the Prophet's book. The dark gold box has been opened. Congratulations on obtaining the Archmage's knowledge collection. After opening the 2 dark gold boxes, 4 small light clusters appeared soon. While the rewards are few, the fewer represent those rewards, the more precious they are. Chen Chenggen put away 4 rewards and checked the specific information. Undead contract. Effect. After signing the contract, you will communicate with the undead world, and you can summon undead units by consuming mana, soul coins, evil souls. The higher the cost of consumption, the more undead units will be summoned, and there will be a higher probability of summoning high-level undead units. Introduction. This is a bridge to communicate with the dead. As long as you have enough chips, the undead army will dance for you. Soul Gem. Effect. This item can be used as a one-time prop, or it can be used as an equipment gem for inlaying. When used as a one-time prop, it can permanently increase the soul strength by 1 point, and open the hidden attribute and the soul strength attribute. Tip. The higher the soul strength, the higher the soul damage that can be reduced, and you can even be immune to soul attacks. Tip. The soul strength of normal humans is 0.1, and the soul strength of normal extraordinary creatures is 1. When used as an equipment gem, the equipment can obtain an equipment effect related to the soul characteristic. Introduction. The gemstone that contains the power of the soul is an existence that any life race, even demons and undead, desperately desire. Remains of the Prophet's book. Effect. Speak the information of what you are looking for, and the remaining pages of the Prophet's book will provide you with clues. Tip. For information related to unique props, gods, and alien creatures, there is a certain probability that the broken pages will be damaged. Introduction. The only remaining page of the legendary book of the Prophet. Archmaster's knowledge collection. Effect. By consuming this item, you can specify skills of any quality and upgrade them to golden quality. Introduction. Every archmage has a wealth of knowledge beyond imagination. After reading the information of these 4 items, Chen Chenggen was surprised. Because these 4 items are all of great value. The first is the undead contract, although after signing, you need to pay mana, soul coins, evil souls to summon undead units. But Chen Chang'an happened to get the Tome of the Undead in his hand, and these two props cooperated with each other to summon a super powerful army of undead. However, Chen Chang'an would not call casually unless necessary. Because this thing consumes a lot of foundation, it can only be used as a trump card. The second item, the Soul Gem. No need to think about it, its greatest value is to use it as a one-time item. Of course, if the equipment has the equipment effect related to the soul characteristic, it will become very powerful. But equipping this thing is only a foreign object after all, it is better to permanently increase the strength of the soul. Moreover, the benefits of soul strength are very great, and it can reduce the damage of soul attacks. If the strength of one's own soul far exceeds the opponent's soul attack, it can even be directly immune. Among the many types of damage, soul damage can be regarded as the most difficult type of damage to resist. In the absence of special equipment that can resist soul damage, it depends entirely on one's own soul strength to resist. If you can't resist, you can continue to fight, but if you can't resist, you can volunteer on the spot. So the soul gem is the best way to use it to increase the strength of the soul. The third item, the remaining pages of the Book of Prophets. The value of this thing is not small, although it will only give clues to the item. But according to the information prompt, this thing can even provide clues about unique props, gods and alien creatures. Even after giving these three types of clues, there is a certain probability of damage. But as long as one of the related items can be found, it will be very bloody. As for the last item, there is only one word to describe it. No matter what quality the skills are, even if they are of white quality, they can be directly upgraded to golden quality. Even Chen Chang'an has only mastered the golden quality skill Meteor. Looking at the four items in his hand, Chen Chang'an decided to use the Archmage's Tome of Knowledge first. As for which skill to upgrade to golden quality, that must be alchemy. The alchemy technique he mastered was only of blue quality, but he could refine high-grade potions. If it is upgraded to golden quality, it is estimated that even a higher level of perfect potion can be refined. As Chen Chang'an made his choice, the Archmage's Tome of Knowledge suddenly turned into a pale golden light and poured into his mind. Hint: alchemy has been promoted. After a while, the alchemy skill was successfully upgraded from the blue quality to the golden quality. Chen Chang'an immediately looked for the location of alchemy from the skills interface. Alchemy versus Point 1. Quality: golden. Effect: there is a 100% success rate in refining low-level potions, and a 50% chance to upgrade them to middle-level potions. There is a 50% success rate in refining medium-level potions. There is a 30% success rate in refining high-level potions. There is a 5% success rate in refining perfect potions. A lot of proficiency can be obtained if the refining is successful, and a small amount of proficiency can be obtained if the refining fails. Proficiency: 0.05. When the proficiency is full, the skill level will be increased. Required to level up: 1000 evil souls. After the promotion, the name of alchemy did not change, and even the level changed from IV.max to versus point 1 again. However, its effect is far better than before. In the previous alchemy technique, if you want to refine high-level potions, the success rate is only 20%, but now it has increased by 10%. Even, you can start refining the potion of the perfect level. Chapter 91. After seeing the effect of alchemy raising to golden quality, Chen Chang'an was very satisfied with it. As long as the level is raised, the success rate of the higher level potion will be greater. Then he can refine the holy potion. Then Chen Chang'an took out the soul gem as a one-time prop. With a bang, the soul gem suddenly shattered, but a light blue force poured into Chen Chang'an's body. Reminder: the soul strength has been increased by 1 point, and the hidden attribute, soul strength, has been turned on. After the ascension was completed, Chen Chang'an had a puzzled expression. Because when the strength of the soul increased, he didn't respond at all. Could it be that the strength of the soul is the same as the luck attribute, and there is no response when it is improved? Chen Chang'an looked pensive and opened his personal information. Dungeon Hunter, Chen Chang'an. Title: Herald of Light. HP: 150%. Mana: 2100 4100. Soul Strength: 120 inches 743, J, 410. Physique, 410. Agility, 410. Spirit, 410. Lucky, 3. Soul coins, 1,000. Evil soul, 18,000. What the hell? Chen Chenggen was stunned for a moment, always feeling that there was something wrong with the information interface. The soul strength of a normal human race is only 0.1. Extraordinary creatures like the poisonous Wolf King and the Flaming Pig King usually only have 1 point of soul strength. As for undead units, even if their core strength is soul strength, taking Undead Master as an example, it is very strong if they have 30 points. However, Chen Chenggen's soul strength was actually 120 points that day. No wonder the soul gem was used just now, when it was used as a one-time item. Chen Chenggen increased his soul strength by 1 point, but there was no reaction at all. This is entirely because his soul strength is too high, resulting in this improvement, like a stone falling into the sea, without much splash. It's strange, huh? Could it be due to the crystallization of the soul? Chen Chenggen thought for a moment, and soon found the root cause. Think about the introduction information of the soul crystallization back then, plus AKAs can rely on this thing to restore the spirit body. Soul crystallization seems to have the hidden effect of increasing the strength of the soul. Soul crystal. Effect. An attribute can be improved. Introduction. Long-term use of soul crystals will bring you unexpected benefits. In this way, there is no need to worry about the lack of soul strength. It's just that I don't know how many soul crystals can increase the strength of the soul by 1 point. After recalling the information of the soul crystallization, Chen Chenggen began to feel relieved. Although it is still unclear how many soul crystals can increase the soul strength by 1 point. But he doesn't have to worry about it so much, anyway, the more soul crystals, the better. After dealing with the 2 items, Chen Chenggen took out the undead contract and signed it with mana. Contracts can be signed regardless of mana, blood, fingerprints, etc. As long as it can represent the identity of the signer, it can be signed no matter what medium is used. After signing the undead contract, Chen Chenggen always felt that he had a slight connection with a certain lifeless world. As long as he is willing to consume mana, soul coins, evil souls, he can instantly get a response from the undead world and summon the undead army. Afterwards, Chen Chenggen put the undead contract into the storage space, and looked at the last item. The remaining pages of the Prophet's book can be regarded as a treasure hunt, but it does not provide a route, but a clue. But for Chen Chenggen, he is enough. Where is the other half of AKA's spirit body? Chen Chenggen picked up the broken page of the Prophet and asked softly. It was after some thought that he decided to ask this question first. If he asks about the unique item as soon as he comes up, causing the broken pages of the Prophet to be damaged, thus losing its effect, then the loss outweighs the gain. Soon, many unknown characters appeared on the white torn pages, and the stone tablet related to Lord Holylight recorded the same font. Although Chen Chenggen didn't know what it was, he could understand its meaning. Dragon Nest, a cage for fallen dragons. Is it in Dragon Nest? Chen Chenggen frowned slightly. When he asked this question, he also wanted to know whether AKAs lacked a spirit body or lacked more soul crystals in order to recover. Now it seems that she should be missing the other half of her spiritual body. It's just that this spirit body doesn't seem to be very easy to find. Although Chen Chenggen had made a transaction with Tuka, a dragon merchant in Dragon Nest last time, he didn't know the location of Dragon Nest. After thinking for a while, Chen Chenggen asked again. Where is the Dragon Nest, and how do I get the teleportation order? The remaining pages of the Prophet quickly emptied the previous text, and then a new official appeared. Dragon Nest is located in. As soon as 5 words appeared, a corner of the Prophet's broken page suddenly cracked, and then all the words were emptied. Immediately afterwards, new words appeared on it. Dragon Nest teleportation order, Market Master, Hegemony. Just as the new words appeared, there was a sudden pause, and then all the writing was cleared. This made Chen Chenggen look dumbfounded. It seems that the questions I raised involve a lot of things, so that the Prophet dare not write out the remaining pages. But he is not without gains. The owner of the Dragon Valley has a teleportation order. For the other, it may be obtained through a hegemony order. As for why it wasn't locked on merchants like Tuka, Perhaps it is because the dragon nest is too special, so that people who live there have mastered the teleportation array back to the dragon nest. As for the transmission order, only a very small number of people have it. Chen Chang'an frowned slightly, and then asked one last question. Is there any item related to the deep magic bottle? If so, where is this item? Hearing this question, the Prophet Remnant page trembled. However, on its page, there are still rare handwriting. Yes, it's in the wood spirit. Crack. Suddenly, the fragmented page of the Prophet seemed to be snapped, and the entire page was divided into several pieces. Reminder: the remaining pages of the Book of the Prophet have been permanently damaged and cannot be used again. Seeing this scene, Chen Chang'an was silent for a while. Talking about the usefulness of the gadget, only 3 questions were raised and it was over. Call it useless, but it leaves clues to every problem. Wood Spirit, are you staring at Wood Spirit City? Chen Chang'an suddenly remembered that there was an incomplete blueprint of the Wood Spirit City in the storage space. It's a pity that if you want to get it all together, you need another 2 incomplete blueprints. I can only go to the market later to see if there are any clues. Chen Chang'an rubbed his eyebrows, and then he was ready to go to the next scene. Although this scene is very large, it has no value. Master, maybe the scene on the right has enemies you want to meet. Hearing what AKAs said, Chen Chang'an was a little curious. Then he took Xuanwu and AKAs to the dark passage on the right. After a while, Chen Chang'an came to the 58th scene through the dark passage. This is a wet and dim meadow. The space of the whole scene is not small, and there are many plants and fruit trees growing around it. But in the center of the scene, there is a huge tree full of evil breath. Evil Tree Spirit. Combat Power Index 101. Defense Index 102. Introduction. The tree spirit, corroded and deteriorated by black magic, is twisted into a bloodthirsty monster. It is a strange creature of half material and half spirit. It can summon evil wood spirits to attack the enemy, and master wood magic and evil spirit magic. Evil wood spirit, can you summon evil wood spirit? After reading the information given by the alien tactical glasses, Chen Chang'an felt a little surprised. The evil tree spirit is closely related to the evil wood spirit, and it is not known whether they are all monsters that came out of the wood spirit city. Boom! Suddenly, the sound of the sun turning came from the evil spirit body. On its bark, suddenly appeared an old face that looked very evil, and opened its light red eyes, staring at Chen Chang'an. In the next moment, its branches drooped like palms and slapped the floor. In an instant, more than a dozen evil wood spirits emerged from the ground. Boom! The damp grass was suddenly trampled with cracks, and Chen Chang'an's body appeared like a ghost among the evil wood spirits in an instant. Shua shua shua. The dark golden wolf king's sword slashed recklessly, instantly cutting off the bodies of all the evil wood spirits. However, they didn't die immediately, just like shadow spirits, trying to attack Chen Chang'an. But at the next moment, the huge king wolf spirit body slapped and swept and killed all the spirit bodies of the evil wood spirits. It seems that because they are summoned objects, after the dozen or so evil wood spirits were killed, no kill prompts and kill rewards appeared. On the other side, he saw Chen Chang'an beheading his younger brother easily, and there was also a huge king wolf soul body staring at him with murderous intent. With a bang, the body of the evil tree spirit suddenly uprooted, and the roots underneath formed many limbs, which began to flee like crab legs. This surprised Chen Chang'an, who did not expect that this giant tree could still run away. However, he charged immediately and stuck to the side of the evil tree spirit. Squeak! Numerous branches and vines, like tentacles, go forever. But under the sweep of the sharp blade of the Wolf King's sword, all the branches and vines were easily cut off. After a while, the Wolf King's sword crossed the evil tree spirit's body, leaving a deep cut mark. Dark green sap like venom flows out from the body of the evil tree spirit. The next moment, the wolf's claws of the king wolf arrived as promised. Boom! The silent soul attack quickly slapped the evil tree spirit. This made its movements stop immediately, and the branches and vines that were still dancing wildly began to droop weakly. In front of King Wolf's 500 points of soul damage, the evil tree spirit was completely powerless to parry, and died suddenly on the spot. Kill the evil tree spirit, get 1,000 soul coins, 1,000 evil souls, and evil solidified objects. After killing it, 3 small balls of light soon fell from the side of the evil tree spirit. Chen Chenggen put away the soul coins and evil souls before picking up the last item and checking the details. Evil concrete. Effect. It can cause extraordinary creatures, elemental creatures, and equipment to be corroded and distorted, turning them into evil creatures, evil equipment. Introduction. This is the crystallization of the power of black magic, be careful to fall into the abyss. After reading the information, Chen Chenggen decisively threw the evil solidification into the storage space. The moment he got this thing, he felt the long-lost mental distortion. Although it can't affect him, Chen Chenggen also dislikes this aura. It seems that black magic is closely related to evil gods. This thing can only wait until later, to see if there are any strange creatures to pick it up. After Chen Chenggen put away the evil solidification, he walked slowly towards the center of the scene. This thing is of the same nature as the eye of the evil god and the indescribable scroll. Ordinary special characters, even those from the market, are unlikely to take over. So Chen Chenggen can only wait for later, put the evil coagulation on the balance of strange creatures, and see if there is any strange creature willing to take over. The strength and rank of the alien creature are not weaker than the evil god. So they are not afraid of evil solidification at all. As long as they are valuable, they may be willing to trade. After coming to the center of the scene, Chen Chenggen found that there was already a dark gold box lying here. It's a pity that the lucky 4-leaf clover didn't trigger the effect again, otherwise he could take advantage of the temporary 5-point lucky attribute to unlock higher benefits. The dark gold box has been opened. Congratulations on obtaining the blueprint of Wood Spirit City, 3/3 Evolution Crystal, Energy Fruit 10. After the dark gold box was opened, 3 small light clusters soon dropped. Among them, the blueprint of Wood Spirit City, 3/3 happens to be the missing blueprint of Chen Chenggen. As long as he gets the Wood Spirit City blueprint 2/3 later, he can synthesize the 3 incomplete blueprints into a complete Wood Spirit City blueprint and get the location of the Wood Spirit City. After putting away the drawings, Chen Chenggen picked up the other 2 items and checked the specific information. Evolution Crystal. Effect. It can accelerate the evolution of extraordinary creatures, shortening the growth cycle by 30%, 99% and continuing to adulthood. Introduction. A unique product of the legendary lost ancient city Moling City, which was once a paradise for extraordinary creatures until the abyss descended. Energy Fruit. Effect. It can greatly restore energy. Introduction. This is not only a favorite of professional people such as blacksmiths and pharmacists, it is also a favorite of men. After reading the information of these 2 items, Chen Chenggen directly threw the evolution crystal to Xuanwu for use. With this thing, its growth cycle can be shortened by at least 30%. Coupled with the growth fruit just used before, it is not too late for Xuanwu to transform for the second time. As for the energy fruit, this is a good thing, it can greatly restore a person's energy. Energy is something that will affect the spirit, and it is the best tonic for people who have lost a lot of spirit. Seeing that there are 10 energy fruits, Chen Chenggen decided to get one for Rock after going to the market next time. Although I don't know what the special scene Wood Spirit City is like. But through the introduction of evolution crystallization, it seems to have become a very dangerous place. That's why Chen Chenggen wanted to ask Rock to forge another piece of gold quality equipment before arriving in Wood Spirit City, so that he could have more means and avoid being unable to cope with some things. Roar. After Xuanwu ate the evolutionary crystal, he walked to Chen Chenggen's feet and yelled, indicating that he was very hungry. Hungry so soon? Chen Chenggen was a little surprised. Less than 2 hours had passed for lunch. But after he thought about it, he soon realized that Xuanwu lacked energy. Food is the basic material to replenish energy. So Chen Chenggen took out a large amount of pork king meat and let Xuanwu eat it. Compared with the mutated wild wolf meat, the energy contained in the king pig meat is astonishingly rich, and an ordinary person can already be full for a whole day after eating a small piece. Only the top ancient behemoths like Xuanwu and Chen Chenggen, whose strength is far superior to that of ordinary humans, would eat king pig meat as a snack. After devouring as many as 2,000 kilograms of pig king meat, a layer of rock and soil appeared on Xuanwu's body, and he soon entered a state of metamorphosis. During this period, Chen Chenggen originally wanted AKAs to explore whether this scene was valuable. It turned out that in this scene, any vegetation was contaminated with an evil atmosphere, and it was of little value. Seeing this, Chen Chenggen took out the rune griddle and prepared to refine a batch of potions. However, before refining, he opened the skill interface, preparing to raise the level of alchemy. Although each upgrade will consume 1,000 evil souls. But considering the wealth that alchemy can bring, it is many times greater than this price. So Chen Chenggen took out 4,000 evil souls and raised the alchemy to LV.5. Alchemy technique versus 0.5. Quality. Golden. Effect. There is a 100% success rate in refining low-level potions, and a 50% chance to upgrade them to middle-level potions. There is a 90% success rate in refining medium-level potions. There is a 50% success rate in refining high-level potions. There is a 10% success rate in refining perfect potions. A lot of proficiency can be obtained if the refining is successful, and a small amount of proficiency can be obtained if the refining fails. Proficiency. 0.05. When the proficiency is full, the skill level will be increased. Required to level up. 1,000 evil souls. After the upgrade, Chen Chenggen had a lot of medicine knowledge in his mind. And refining any level of medicine, the success rate has increased a lot. Especially the high-level medicine, from the original 30% to 50%. In this way, the probability of refining the holy potion will undoubtedly increase a lot. So Chen Chenggen boiled a dry pot, took out the holy light fruit, magic fish fruit, evil soul, and started refining. Successfully refining the holy potion, gained 10 points of proficiency. Failed to refine the holy potion, gained 5 points of proficiency. Successfully refining the holy potion, gained 10 points of proficiency. After about half an hour passed, Chen Chenggen refined a total of 200 milliliters of holy medicine. Although I failed twice on the way, but I was able to successfully refine it twice, it was already very profitable. So Chen Chenggen drank all 200 milliliters of the holy potion. Soon, his luck attribute was permanently increased to 5 points. Seeing that Xuanwu was still in the process of transformation, Chen Chenggen prepared to continue refining the medicine. Since the holy light fruit has been consumed, he can no longer refine the holy potion or the lucky potion. So he was going to refine weak mana potions and weak healing potions. Successfully refining the weak mana potion, gain 1 point of proficiency. Successfully refining the weak healing potion, gain 1 point of proficiency. Successfully refine powerful mana potion, gain some proficiency. Successfully refining a powerful healing potion, gaining 5 points of proficiency. About 2 hours later, Chen Chenggen refined 2,000 milliliters weak healing potion and 1,000 milliliters weak mana potion. As for the powerful healing potion and the powerful mana potion refined for the first time, they have a capacity of 1,000 milliliters and 2,000 milliliters respectively. Potent mana potion. Effect. Drinking 100 milliliters can instantly restore 300 points of mana. Introduction. The magic is coming back. Asterisk asterisk. Different from the healing potion, the effect of Xiaoanzhou is only twice the difference. A strong mana potion can restore 3 times as much mana as a weak mana potion. After refining, Chen Chenggen put away all potions. Because of Xuanwu, the metamorphosis is almost complete. Kacha ~tilde operator. Suddenly, the rock and soil layer on the surface of the basalt began to crack. The next moment, its body was rapidly enlarged, and finally became a little bigger than an elephant. Shuangsha black snake turtle. Health. 100%. Mana. 4,000. Status. Good. Power. 300. Constitution. 600. Agility. 200. Hash. 400. Abilities. Evil poison already transformed, dark water already transformed, black shield enchantment. Introduction. One of the 4 most ferocious species among the ancient giant beasts, it is rumored to be a descendant of a god, an extremely rare twin, born with the power of poison and death. After completing the second transformation, Xuanwu's 4-dimensional attributes are the same as the first transformation before, and the improvement is a bit outrageous. The most outrageous thing is that its constitution attribute has reached 600 points. In addition, Chen Chenggen also found. At this moment, Xuanwu, whether it is Shidu or Mingshui, has undergone great changes, and has also mastered new abilities. Shadow poison. White Sha black snake bites the target, causing poisonous damage of strength attribute 50, and makes the target enter the state of evil poison, deducting 200 points of life per second, which lasts until the end of life. Consumes 500 mana, no cooldown. Underworld. The black evil black turtle summons underworld water to attack the target, causing death damage of spiritual attribute 50. There is a 25% chance that the target will die directly. Consumes 500 mana, no cooldown. Mysterious Shield Enchantment. Shuangsha Black Snake Tortoise summons the Mysterious Shield Enchantment. The enchantment range is the spiritual attribute *1 meter diameter. The enchantment durability is the sum of the 4-dimensional attributes *100. The Mysterious Shield Enchantment can last up to 1 hour. Consumes 2000 mana. Cooldown time is 2 hours. After completing the transformation, the lethality of the evil poison and the dark water have increased many times. Especially Ming Shui, the probability of causing the target to die directly has increased from 10% to 25%. Moreover, these two skills no longer have a cooling time and can be used freely. As for the newly mastered Black Shield Enchantment, it can be regarded as a large defensive shield. With Xuanwu's current attributes, the diameter of the Xuanxi barrier is 400 meters, and the damage that can be reached is a full 150,000. With such an exaggerated shield value, even Chen Chenggen had to use several big moves in a row to break it. Quote. Although I am very happy that after your successful transformation, your comprehensive abilities have grown significantly. But at your height, I don't know if you can walk through other passages. Chen Chenggen compared the height of Xuanwu and the size of the pitch-black passage, and found that it was difficult for Xuanwu to squeeze in. Hey, money is good. Xuanwu let out a low growl, and then a light black gas appeared on its body. The next moment, it turned into the same size as a large dog. This scene really stunned Chen Chenggen, who didn't expect Xuanwu to be able to change the size of his body. Could this be the unique ability of ancient giant beasts? In that case, let's go to the next scene. After reacting, Chen Chenggen packed up everything and prepared to leave the scene. Master, this time you may only be able to take the passage directly ahead, the other two directions are low-level monsters. However, the aura of the channel directly in front is a bit weird. It has the aura of the Dragon Clan, but it is not strong. You should be able to defeat it. Hearing AKA's words, Chen Chenggen was surprised that there was a breath of Dragon Clan. However, according to what AKA's said, the owner of the dragon breath doesn't seem to be powerful. Thinking of this, Chen Chenggen immediately took Xuanwu and AKA's to the dark passage directly ahead. After passing through the dark passage, Chen Chenggen soon came to the 59th scene. The space in this scene is not large, and the four walls are made of gray shiraishi bricks. In addition to the slightly weird atmosphere, the whole scene is only left with a pile of white bones next to the center of the scene. Catch! Suddenly, the pile of white bones became restless, quickly floated into the air, and formed a bone dragon in the shape of an oriental dragon. Evil Bone Dragon. Combat Power Index 110. Defense Index 1. Introduction. The dragon's soul, corroded and tortured by black magic, is finally branded in a pile of bones under the control of the devil. It has extremely strong destructive power and speed, but its body is very fragile. After reading the information about the evil spirit bone dragon, Chen Chenggen looked a little astonished. The combat power index of this thing is ridiculously high, enough to easily kill monsters such as Dizilong and Necromancer with one move. But its defensive index is so weak that even Chen Chenggen doesn't believe it. Under normal circumstances, only the two lowest level monsters, goblins and slimes, would have a defense index of 1 point. Shua. In an instant, the figure of the evil spirit bone dragon directly appeared in front of Chen Chenggen. However, after upgrading the spiritual intuition to versus 0.6, Chen Chenggen's insight and responsiveness reached an astonishing level. He quickly caught the movement of the evil spirit bone dragon, and swung the Wolf King sword, slashing with all his might. Boom! Under the slash of the Wolf King sword, the body of the evil spirit bone dragon was instantly shattered into pieces and turned back into a white skeleton again. Chen Chenggen didn't even need the King Wolf to kill this thing. Kill the evil spirit bone dragon, get 1,000 soul coins, 1,000 evil souls, and decaying dragon souls. After killing them, 3 small balls of light soon fell out beside the pile of white bones. Fortunately, the level of intuition was raised a wave before, otherwise I really couldn't catch its movements. Seeing that the evil bone dragon was dead, Chen Chenggen was slightly relieved. This thing is not only powerful, but also extremely fast. If there is no spiritual intuition, provide high insight and responsiveness BJBF. Even if Chen Chenggen's agility attribute reaches 410 points, he still can't catch the movement of the evil spirit bone dragon. Chen Chenggen then puts away the soul coin and evil soul, and picks up the third kill reward. Corrupted Dragon Soul. Effect. This item can be used as a special prop or as an enchanted prop. As a special prop, you need to enter the Dragon Nest Dragon Soul Hall before you can use it. When used as an enchanted item, any piece of equipment can obtain additional equipment effects related to the characteristics of the Dragon Soul. Introduction. The lonely dragon soul can't resist the erosion of the abyss. The effect of the decayed dragon soul is quite special. First, it needs to enter the special building of the Dragon Valley, and the Dragon Soul Hall can only be used. The other effect is used as an enchantment item, but it is to obtain the equipment effect related to the characteristics of the Dragon Soul. Let's put it away first. For a while, Chen Chenggen couldn't judge which method to use in order to maximize the benefits. He simply put it in the storage space and make plans later. Afterwards, Chen Chenggen saw that all the passages were opened, but there was no treasure chest in the center of the scene. This, shouldn't it be another devil's treasure chest? Seeing this familiar situation, Chen Chenggen walked slowly to the center of the scene. As a result, he discovered that there really was an invisible barrier here. Boom! With the slash of the Wolf King's sword, the invisible barrier was instantly shattered. And it reveals the devil's treasure chest in the center of the scene, which looks like a devil grinning. The devil's treasure chest is a treasure chest left by the devil. Only the devil knows what is inside. Therefore, neither the lucky attribute nor the title Herald of Light can affect the income of the devil's treasure chest. Chen Chenggen walked to the devil's treasure chest and opened it directly. The devil's treasure chest has been opened. Congratulations on getting the magic bone of the ancient troll. After opening the devil's treasure chest, a small ball of light soon fell out. Chen Chenggen immediately picked it up and checked the details. The magic bone of the ancient troll. Effect. The child's bone marrow of ice magic is a very excellent forging material, which can make the equipment obtain an additional equipment effect related to ice and snow characteristics. Introduction. The magic bone is the core part of the magic power of extraordinary creatures. As a higher life race, the magic bone of the ancient troll surpasses many extraordinary life races. Is it ice and snow? After seeing the effect of this prop, Chen Chenggen quickly threw it into the storage space. Although this time, there is no props of unique nature opened like last time. However, the magic bones of ancient trolls can be regarded as high-quality forging materials. At least there is no problem in creating the ultimate purple quality equipment. Then Chen Chenggen glanced around and found that there were only white bones left in this scene, and he was ready to go to the next scene. If there is a hidden value, then Aka will automatically send out a reminder. Master, this time you can go to the passage on the right, there seems to be an ice cave. After feeling it for a moment, AKAs quickly spoke. Ice cave. Hearing this, Chen Chenggen suddenly remembered the ice cave scene he had entered before, where the Murloc Gene mutant, the Murloc Knight, appeared. I don't know if there will be monsters related to the Murlocs in the ice cave this time. Soon, Chen Chenggen led Xuanwu and AKAs through the dark passage on the right. After a while, they came to the 60th scene. As AKAs said, this place is indeed an ice cave, and the space is not small, almost as big as 2 football fields. In addition, in the center of the scene, there is a huge strange monster. Its lower body, like a spider, has 8 mechanical thighs. The upper body is similar to that of a hippocampus. However, this seahorse has grown human-like arms, and each of the 2 arms is equipped with a thick gun barrel. Murloc Transformation or Gas. Combat Power Index, 105. Defense Index, 100. Introduction. The mechanically modified lifeform researched by the Murlocs in the dungeon world is a special existence of half machine and half creature, with a powerful thermal weapon firepower, hard body like steel. Click. Just when Chen Chenggen had just finished reading the information given by the alien tactical glasses. Gas in the center of the scene seemed to wake up, and the mechanical spider legs made a mechanical sound. Bang bang bang. Urgas's red pupils locked onto Chen Chenggen's figure, and the barrels of his arms quickly ejected several shells with a diameter of more than 20 centimeters. With fireworks at the tail of the cannonball, it flew through the air at high speed. But suddenly, an invisible shock wave flew over quietly, instantly smashing all the shells. With a bang, flames and gunpowder smoke flickered in midair, and the powerful collision force set off a gust of wind, blowing across the entire scene. Shua! In an instant, Chen Chenggen spread his demon wings behind his back, and in less than 3 seconds, he covered a distance of 1,000 meters and came to Urgas. The next moment, the sword light flashed like a white thunder, and several slashes instantly shattered the mechanical spider body of Urga's lower body. And there was a sword that directly cut Urga's giant seahorse, the upper body, in half. With a puff, light green blood sprayed out from his waist, and Urgas's mechanical spider body was immediately paralyzed. As for its upper body, it also fell directly on the ground. Have killed Murloc transformation Urgas, obtained 1,000 soul coins, 1,000 evil souls, and infinite cannons. It is undeniable that the mechanical transformation body has indeed deceived many ecological races. Even under their artillery bombardment, even the number does not have much advantage. But in front of creatures with strong enough four-dimensional attributes, all the advantages of the mechanically modified body are like thin paper, which can be broken with a single poke. Chen Chenggen's performance just now can explain this situation. After the kill, Chen Chenggen came to Urgas's body and picked up the 3 small light clusters that just fell out. In addition to soul coins and evil souls, a technology side weapon was actually dropped. Unlimited cannon. Quality: blue. Equipment requirements: strength 10, constitution 10. Bullet firing times 2 per second, bullet flying speed 1,200 meters per second. Equipment effect: unlimited bullets active. For every 10 mana points consumed, a magic bullet can be condensed instantly, which can cause 150 points of fixed damage. Up to 1,000 magic bullets can be stored in the magazine. Tips: the magic bullet can be enchanted with special props to cause extra magic damage. Charged cannon active. Charged for 1.2 seconds, fires a magic light speed cannon with a diameter of 1.5 meters, causing 2,000 points of magic damage. Consumes 300 mana and has a cooldown of 30 minutes. Introduction: armed elite soldiers of the Murloc clan, all armed with hand cannons, have powerful combat capabilities. In an instant, a larger hand cannon appeared in Chen Chenggen's hands. This is the first technology side weapon he has obtained. Although the basic attributes are a bit special, its equipment effect is really powerful. The first equipment effect, as long as there is enough mana, can completely achieve the level of unlimited bullets. Although the basic damage is not very high, if you get the corresponding special props in the future, you can enchant them. Then the lethality of the magic bullet will inevitably be greatly improved. As for the second equipment effect, it is also very strong. Whether it is lethality or attack range, it is worthy of blue quality weapons. At the same time, Chen Chenggen also discovered another advantage of technology side weapons. That is, the demand for equipment is very low, which is lower than the green quality of the same quality or even a lower level. It's a pity that it doesn't work for me. Even if the mechanical heart is loaded, it is difficult to exert the lethality of purple quality weapons. After playing with the infinite cannon, Chen Chenggen immediately put it into the storage space. Then he came to the center of the scene, and found that a dark gold box had fallen out of here. So Chen Chenggen immediately opened the dark gold box. The dark gold box has been opened. Congratulations on obtaining the activated gold diaphragm and burst device. After opening the dark gold box, only 2 things fell out of it. And it seems that they are all props on the technology side. Chen Chenggen picked it up immediately, and checked the details. Activated vibrating gold film. Effect: the quality of equipment on the technology side can be raised to a minimum of extreme purple quality. Tips: loaded together with the buff props related to the technology side, there is a chance to upgrade to the golden quality. Introduction: the active special metal film can upgrade the mechanical transformation. Burst device. Effect: when loaded to the weapon on the technology side, it can give it an additional equipment effect of powerful burst damage. The extra equipment effect provided by the explosion device can be extremely purple quality equipment effect. Introduction: This is a very sophisticated mechanical device, which seems to allow some mechanical weapons to obtain the ability of cannons. After reading the information of these two items, Chen Chenggen realized that the mechanical props on the technology side are more special than imagined. The former allows the equipment on the technology side to be equipped with a minimum quality of extreme purple quality. The latter is an additional equipment effect that can only be obtained by directly loading an extreme purple quality weapon. But judging from the effect of activating the gold vibrating membrane, if the two are used together, it may turn the infinite cannon into a golden quality. However, Chen Chenggen doesn't know whether the addition of the two can transform the infinite cannon. So he directly took out the mechanical heart he had traded from Lin Qingshan before, and prepared to use it together. After a while, the mechanical heart creaked, passed through the barrel of the infinite cannon, penetrated into the interior, and transformed into the energy core of the infinite cannon. The bursting device is firmly attached to the clip of the infinite cannon, and it seems to be ready to change its magic bullet. As for the active vibrating gold membrane, it is attached to the whole body of the infinite cannon, and it is upgraded in all directions. Kacha kacha, countless small mechanical sounds sounded, and under the transformation of the three props, the infinite cannon turned into a hand cannon with a dark golden body. Tip: Infinite cannon has been promoted to explosive cannon. After waiting for a while, Chen Chenggen knew that the infinite cannon had been upgraded when he saw the prompt that appeared in front of him. So he immediately checked the specific information. Burst cannon, quality, golden, equipment requirements, strength 20, constitution 20. Bullet launch speed 5 per second, bullet flight speed 3000 meters per second. Equipment effect: explosive bullet active, consume 50 mana points, instantly condense a burst bullet, which can cause 800 points of fixed damage, and make all targets within 5 meters in diameter suffer 300 to 800 points of burst damage. The closer the distance from the burst point close, the higher the damage received. Burst bullets can store up to 50, only stored in the magazine. Super explosive cannonball active, launch a large cannonball, which explodes instantly at the landing point, causing 3,000 approximately 10,000 points of burst damage to all targets within a radius of 50 meters, and additional negative effects such as limb damage, body shattering, and burning. Consumes 400 mana and has a cooldown of 30 seconds. Tip: the mechanical heart has reduced the mana consumption by 50%, and the equipment effect has been increased by more than 20%. The information is the final information after the optimization of the mechanical heart. Introduction: the hand cannon that contains the operation root of super magic power has super destructive ability. After reading the information about the burst cannon, Chen Chenggen was surprised. Although the weapons on the technological side cannot cause a lot of damage through the four-dimensional attributes of the individual. But the characteristic of this kind of weapon is that the base damage is extremely fierce. The first is the burst bullet, which can not only cause 800 points of base damage, but also burst after hitting the enemy, causing an additional 300 to 800 points of burst damage. Moreover, the explosive bullet only consumes 50 mana points, and there is no cooling time. As long as the mana is enough, it is possible to shoot 5 explosive bullets in 1 second. This kind of firepower is a bit exaggerated. As for the second equipment effect, Super Burst Cannonball, it belongs to a range of group attacks. Although it can only hit 10,000 points of burst damage at the most, it is completely different from the final cut of the Wolf King sword. But every time the final cut is used, it will enter a 24-hour cooldown. On the other hand, the Super Burst Cannonball, it only takes 30 seconds to 263. Moreover, the effect of this equipment only consumes 400 mana points, and the price-performance ratio is simply invincible. It can be said that at this moment, Chen Chenggen needs to use the Wolf King sword to fight against a single powerful enemy. But if it is a group of enemies, it is the performance of the bursting cannon's firepower suppression. Overall, Chen Chenggen is quite satisfied with the explosive cannon. Then he began to ask AKAs if there was any hidden value in this ice cave scene. After knowing that there is no one, Chen Chenggen is ready to go to the next scene. After a while, under the guidance of AKAs, he walked towards the dark heart path directly ahead. After passing through the corridor, Chen Chenggen soon arrived at the 61st scene. This scene is a spacious grassland, and there are many strong herds wandering in the center of the scene. Through these cattle herds, the pair of horns that are no different from steel, one can know that they are not ordinary cattle herds. Mutated bison. Combat Power Index, 20. Defense Index, 16. Introduction. The creature mutated from the bison has excellent brute force, and its horns are as sharp as green quality weapons. When the mutant bison gathers in groups, it is enough to fight against all creatures under the extraordinary creature. In the center of the discovery scene, the dozen or so cows are all mutant bison. Chen Chenggen originally wanted to try the power of the explosive cannon. But after thinking about it, if the shells smashed the mutated bison, it would be more troublesome to dispose of their corpses. Moreover, Chen Chenggen is not sure whether the blood-sucking effect of the blood god's fang will be triggered when using the technology-side weapon. So he turned into an afterimage, poured into the herd of mutated bison, and killed them instantly at the speed of light. Have killed the mutant bison and obtained 10 soul coins and 10 evil souls. Have killed the mutant bison and obtained 10 soul coins and 10 evil souls. Have killed the mutant bison and obtained 10 soul coins and 10 evil souls. After the kill, Chen Chenggen gets a total of 150 soul coins and 150 evil souls. Since the night environment has not yet arrived, the kill reward has not been doubled. Therefore, the reward for killing the mutant bison is only half of what it was for killing the mutant wolf last night. After putting away the rewards, Chen Chenggen walked to the center of the scene, found a bronze box, and immediately opened it. The bronze box has been opened. Congratulations on getting the bloodline of the Mad Cowman. Mad Cow lineage. Effect. After drinking it, it will become a Tauren form, and the 4-dimensional attribute will be raised to between 10 and 30, and the strength attribute must be raised to more than 25. At the same time, the user will get the Fury skill, green quality. Introduction. Bear the Wrath of the Tauren. Chen Chenggen felt a little surprised when he saw a potion bottle in his hand that contained a blood-red liquid that seemed to be boiling. I didn't expect to drop the blood lineage. This thing is rubbish to him, but not necessarily to others. We can only wait until later to trade. Chen Chenggen first put away the mad cow blood, and then walked to the corpses of the mutated bison and began to dissect them. About 30 minutes later, all the mutated bison carcasses were dissected. In addition to 6,000 kilograms of pure beef, there are also more than 200 kilograms of other edible offal. As for the cowhide, cow bones, horns, etc., Chen Chenggen didn't settle them and threw them directly into the storage space. Suddenly, a strange reaction came from the deep magic bottle. After Chen Chenggen took it out, he discovered that it was the 3,000 evil souls that had been refined. So he took out 300 soul crystals and opened his personal information. Also Prison Hunter, Chang'an. Title, Herald of Light. HP, 150%. Mana, 4,100 4,100s. Soul Strength, 120. J, 410 plus. Physique, 410 plus. Dexterity, 410 plus. 410 plus. Lucky, 5. Soul Coins, 3,150. Evil Soul, 15,850. Chen Chenggen thought for a moment, and soon added points in batches. About half an hour later, 300 soul crystals were absorbed by him. 485 plus 75. Physique, 485 plus 75. 485 plus 75. 485 plus 75. After the lifting was completed, Chen Chenggen could clearly feel that the strength of his body was greatly improved. As for the strength of the soul, it is still kept at 120 points for the time being. However, according to Chen Chenggen's speculation, it is not that using a large number of soul crystals can immediately increase the strength of the soul. The improvement of soul strength is a relatively slow process. A large number of soul crystals just give them room to grow and shorten the time for ascension. The night is coming. Not long after Chen Chenggen had just upgraded his 4-dimensional attribute, the night came as promised. However, this dark night actually brought a big news. Hint. Area 10,086 was detected, and the number of surviving people was less than 4,000, so it began to merge with a random area. Reminder. Area 10,086 was detected and once won the hegemony mode. This screening will select the area with better comprehensive ability. Reminder. the selection has been completed, and the Area 10,086 and Area 00024 have begun to merge. Reminder: due to the comprehensive ability of Area 10,086, it far exceeds that of Area 00024. After the merger, the number of areas is still is number 10,086. Reminder: the regional merger is complete, and the special authority has been activated, the Road to Hegemony. Road to Hegemony. The more victories your own area participates in the hegemony mode and wins, the more extra multiplier rewards will be obtained for each settlement reward of the hegemony mode. Currently, the number of victories in the hegemony battle is 1, and the additional multiplier of rewards is 1. The original basic reward is superimposed with the additional reward multiple, that is, the next hegemony reward will be doubled. Reminder: every natural month in your own area, there is an opportunity to actively initiate the hegemony mode, but it can only be activated with the consent of more than 80% of the members in the area. After reading the large amount of information that appeared in front of him, Chen Chenggen realized that there was actually a merger of regions. So he opened the chat area and found that the number of people had increased a lot. Chat area: 8,412 people. Holy shit, regional merger. Is there such a thing? The new friend came out and said, "What country are they from? Am I the only one who pays attention to the road to hegemony?" This encourages us to keep fighting for hegemony. Small fight for hegemony. There are big bosses standing in front of me, I'm afraid of a chicken. Speaking of which, most of us now rely on 2 points of lucky attributes to obtain higher income, plus the little red medicine from the boss of Chang'an. Why can't we sing all the way? I am worried that I can't find the hegemony order. After starting the road to hegemony, we can unconditionally start the hegemony mode once a month. Why don't you start the hegemony quickly? Wait a minute, the new friend will come out and say something. The merging of regions, plus the opening of the road to hegemony, made the entire chat area lively. However, most of the local people in their own area were chatting, and the people in Area 00024 did not come out to make a sound. But after a while, they also started running out. Area 10,086, isn't this the area where the hegemony mode was launched some time ago? When I issued that major warning, I thought it was someone who started a hegemony with us, and I was almost terrified. Our area is from the Dragon Kingdom, are you too? It's actually a compatriot, but luckily it's not Banksy country or Sakura country. We're all compatriots, so it's easy to talk, but let's talk about it later. Everyone, start the hegemony mode first. Boss Chang'an and Boss Su, it's fine if they can win the top 5 in the personal rankings, but I'm really unhappy about the next few guys. +1 I also want to make a wave of personal rankings this time. Hearing that the people in Area 00024 are also from Longguo, many locals became enthusiastic. But most of them really want to start the hegemony mode now. I might have been hesitant before, but after getting the settlement rewards of the hegemony mode, I felt the fragrance. In particular, there are some people whose strength is not bad, who want to take advantage of this opportunity to be ranked on the personal list and obtain more benefits. The rewards for ranking in the personal leaderboard last time were very rich. Except for Chen Chenggen, who is at the top of the list, and gets a piece of purple quality equipment. There are also some people who have obtained blue quality equipment, or even extremely blue quality equipment. And this time, as long as they can win the area again. Then whether it is the settlement of regional rewards or the settlement of individual list rewards, it will be doubled. At that time, it is very likely that many people will get purple quality equipment, or even extreme purple quality equipment. Chen Chenggen is also very interested in the domination mode. After all, if you can win the regional victory and top the personal list, you can get a unique item. The alien creature balance obtained last time brought him many benefits. No matter what type of unique property this time, it will definitely bring a lot of benefits. Even for props with negative effects like the Eye of the Cthulhu, Chen Chenggen can use the alien scale to exchange for good things from the body petals. So, Chen Chenggen began to edit the news. Chen Chenggen. Different from the direct initiation of the hegemony order, the authority of the road to hegemony requires the consent of more than 80% of the members to initiate the hegemony mode. If you are willing, I will initiate the hegemony. As soon as this news came out, it immediately aroused the support of countless locals. Even Su Yufan, Kong Yu, Lin Qingshan and others also ran out to support. And the person on the other side elects a representative. Mo Shisan. I should be in Area 00024, currently the person with the most advanced scenes, so I should be barely qualified to ask some questions for the people on our side. Mo Shisan. Actually, we don't know much about the hegemony mode, and we only received 2 reminders at the beginning, so can you explain the rules of the hegemony mode first? Seeing these 2 pieces of news, many locals explained them enthusiastically. After a while, after learning about the hegemony mode, it is just the number of scenes to advance the game. And after winning, everyone can get a permanent luck attribute improvement. The people in Area 00024 also began to feel excited. In particular, there are many locals who are bragging about the 2-point lucky attribute and how many good things they have obtained, which arouses their enthusiasm. For those who have not experienced the hegemony mode, whether it is the kill reward or the treasure chest reward, they are very average, and they can barely survive and fight some ordinary dungeon monsters. However, the locals who have experienced the hegemony mode, with 2 lucky attributes, have increased the overall income by nearly 30%. This allowed them to not only solve the basic survival problems of eating and drinking, but even start to fight some stronger dungeon monsters and win. This comparison immediately made the people in Area 00024 completely boil. Mo Shisan. I have a question to ask Mr. Chang'an, how many scenes have you advanced? Seeing this news, the chat area, which was originally full of barrage, suddenly fell silent. No matter who it is, they are very curious about how many scenes Chen Chang'an has advanced to. Chen Chang'an. There are not many scenes that have been advanced in the past 2 days, and currently we have only advanced to the 61st scene. Have you heard it? Did people say it? The 13 bosses on our side have only advanced to the 32nd scene, the gap is too big. I was a little hesitant at first, but now there is nothing to hesitate, start the hegemony mode. After seeing that many people agreed, Chen Chang'an opened the panel, and found Road to Hegemony at the last position in the list of personal information and storage space. So he opened the Road to Hegemony and initiated a vote in the hegemony mode. In an instant, a vote count appeared in front of Chen Chang'an. Only when this vote count exceeds 80% of his own area can he officially launch the hegemony mode. Fortunately, in less than half a minute, the number of votes reached 7,000 votes, which has exceeded 80% of the people in our own area. Reminder: more than 80% of the members have agreed to initiate the hegemony, and the hegemony mode has started. After the prompts in front of him disappeared, prompts popped up one after another. Major warning: Area 10,086 has opened the hegemony mode, and it has been randomly selected to Area 77,440. The area hegemony mode has officially started and will last for 72 hours. The world chat area has been temporarily constructed. Regional list has been opened. Personal leaderboard has been opened, both regions compete together. The first 2 prompts turn scarlet, spreading throughout the dungeon world as if carrying a strong murderous intent. Seeing that the hegemony mode was turned on again, Chen Chang'an immediately opened the regional leaderboard. Regional list: Area 10,086, total scene layers, 95,841. Area 77,440, total scene layers, 21,411. Seeing this scene, Chen Chang'an knew that the hegemony mode this time was all about lying down and winning. Because the gap between the 2 sides is really too big. Coupled with the locals in your own area, the overall ability is stronger than that of people in other areas. As time goes by, the gap between the 2 regions will only grow wider. Then Chen Chang'an opened the personal list. Personal list. No 1 Chen Chang'an, number 1008661. No. 2 Su Yufan, Area 10,086 50. No. 3 Kongyu, Area 10,086 48. Number 4 Lin Qingshan, Area 10,086 37. No. 5 Yitian, Area 10,086 35. No. 6 Pengjuo, Area 10,086 35. Number 7 written by Chen, Area 10,086 34. No. 8 Lingfengdong, Area 10,086 33. No. 9 Mo Shisan, Area 10,086 32. No. 10 Piao Zihao, Area 77,440 32. After reading the personal list, Chen Chenggen found out that among the 50 rankings on this list, there are actually 48 positions, all of which are from the Chinese region. Moreover, the number of scenes in the top 3 far exceeds the rankings in the back. But this is also normal. Su Yufan and Kong Yu both drank the low-level demon blood respectively, and the potion Murloc Transformation Oceanization Potion, the comprehensive combat power has long been far superior to ordinary people. Therefore, it is not surprising that they can advance to the 50th scene and the 48th scene. As for Chen Chenggen, after the end of the last hegemony mode, he did not actively advance the scene, but was doing other things to maximize his own benefits. Therefore, he will only stay in the 61st scene. Most of the others are locals. After obtaining the reward for the last hegemony victory, their overall strength has improved a lot, so they can occupy many ranking positions. Ku Zihao, he can't be from Banxi Kingdom. Seeing the name of the 10th place, Chen Chenggen opened the world chat area curiously. When he saw the world chat area, and the words of Aussie Bar wafted out from time to time, he knew that the area he encountered this time was from the Banxi Kingdom. Glancing at the world chat area of Fighting Flames, Chen Chenggen immediately closed it, not intending to waste time on it. Then he took out 2,000 evil souls, let the deep magic bottle be refined, and began to prepare dinner. After dinner, Chen Chenggen took out the rune cauldron and started to refine the potion. Successfully refining the weak mana potion, gain 1 point of proficiency. Successfully refining the weak healing potion, gain 1 point of proficiency. Successfully refining powerful mana potions, gain proficiency. Successfully refining a powerful healing potion, gaining 5 points of proficiency. About 3 hours later, Chen Chenggen successfully refined 8,000 milliliters weak healing potion and 3,000 milliliters strong healing potion. Counting the previous accumulation, he already has 10,000 milliliters of weak healing potion and 5,000 milliliters of strong healing potion in his hand. As for the mana potion, 1,000 milliliters and 3,000 milliliters of strong potion and weak potion are respectively refined. Counting the previous accumulation, there are already 3,000 milliliters and 5,000 milliliters. Powerful healing potion, but you can trade part of it. For the mana potion, let's keep it for now. After thinking for a while, Chen Chenggen listed all weak healing potions and 3,000 milliliters strong healing potions on the trading market. The former sells 15 soul coins evil souls per 10 milliliters, while the latter sells 30 soul coins evil souls per 10 milliliters. Although there are a lot of people hanging out this time, many people have long been hungry for it. So in less than a minute, all the potions that Chen Chenggen posted were sold out. Reminder: 10,000 milliliters weak healing potion has been sold, and 12,850 soul coins and 2,150 evil souls have been obtained. Reminder: 3,000 milliliters of powerful healing potion has been sold, and 6,000 soul coins and 3,000 evil souls have been obtained. After the transaction was completed, the soul coins in Chen Chenggen's hands were immediately replenished to 22,000. Even the number of evil souls has reached 21,000. It can only be said that selling potions is the fastest way to earn wealth. After collecting all the proceeds, Chen Chenggen found that the deep magic bottle had already refined the 2,000 evil souls. So he added 200 soul crystals to increase the 4-dimensional attributes to 535 points. Then Chen Chenggen took out 5,000 evil souls, let the deep magic bottle be refined, and then lay down on the soft cushion of the hunter's tent began to fall asleep. The day is coming. After the night receded, Chen Chenggen got up early. And after eating breakfast with Xuanwu, he took out the deep magic bottle, and used all the 500 soul crystals produced after a night of refining to add points. After a while, all his 4-dimensional attributes surged to 660 points. At the same time, Chen Chenggen also found that after the upgrade, the soul strength actually increased to 150 points. The next step is to find Roke and let him create a piece of golden quality equipment. Chen Chenggen took out the market transmission order, and soon brought Xuanwu and AKAs to the market on the same day. After arriving at the market, as last time, we arrived at the residential area. Master, I sense the aura of many treasures here. As soon as the teleportation was completed, AKAs got out from the iron plate and spoke. This also confirms her second ability, which can also be effective in special scenes like the market. There are naturally many treasures in the market, but they can only be obtained through trading. Chen Chenggen said softly. At the same time, he found that the surrounding pedestrians were not surprised by the appearance of AKAs de Wang Jiao. Or rather, they seemed unable to see Ikas. The last time I came to the market, Chen Chenggen didn't let AKAs out. Now it seems that only he who is bound with AKAs can see the existence of the other party. But master, there is a treasure that seems to have the breath of a strange creature, do you want to take it out of the team? Hearing this, Chen Chenggen's face changed slightly. You take me there. After a while, under the guidance of AKAs, Chen Chenggen entered the black market. And at a booth, I found the treasure that Akas said. Different biological energy crystal. Effect. Long-term carrying, there is a certain probability of attracting the arrival of alien creatures. Introduction. This seems to be the energy condensate of a certain abnormal creature. Hint. Since you have the uniqueness of the balance of different creatures, you can check the hidden effect of the energy crystal of the different creatures. Hidden effect. When the balance of the alien creature enters the cooling off period of the transaction, part of the energy of the energy crystal of the alien creature can be consumed, eliminating the cooling off period of the transaction. After seeing the hidden effect of the different biological energy crystal, Chen Chenggen decided to take it down. He has several things on hand now, and he is preparing to trade with the alien creature. It's a pity that there is a cooling time for the transaction of the balance of alien creatures, so there is no frequent transaction with alien creatures. What's the price for this thing? Chen Chenggen picked up the energy crystal of the abnormal creature and got straight to the point. 1,000 soul coins. Although this item needs to be carried for a long time to attract different creatures, every time it is traded with a different creature, it can get a lot of benefits. So don't blame me for asking too much. The owner of the stall was wearing a black cloak, making it impossible to see his appearance clearly. Okay, Chen Chenggen didn't want to waste too much time, and paid the soul coins soon. However, the energy crystal of different organisms is indeed worth the price, even far exceeding it. It's just that if you want the alien creature to descend, you need a lot of luck and time. It is also because of this that the stall owner intends to trade it. After obtaining the energy crystallization of different creatures, Chen Chenggen left the black market, went to the professional area, and came to Rock's shop. As soon as he opened the door, he saw Rock sitting on the rocking chair, drinking tea and reading a book, as if he was cultivating himself. It's not about gold quality equipment. We have to wait half a month before coming back to Gong. Why are you here again? Seeing that the person who came was Chen Chenggen, Rock frowned slightly, with a displeased expression. At this moment, his eyes are slightly blurred, and his eyes are also a little dull. It seems that he knows that the loss of mental energy is very serious. Those who didn't know thought he went to a nightclub to fight fiercely for 7 days and 7 nights. I have this thing. Please do it as soon as possible. Of course, you can also choose to add money. Chen Chenggen directly took out the energy fruit and threw it to Rock. Energy fruit. You actually have such a good thing. Okay, what kind of equipment are you going to build, and whether the materials are self-helmets? Rock took the energy fruit, hesitated for a moment, then peeled off the fruit, and asked while eating. Look at these materials and see what kind of equipment is most suitable. Chen Chenggen directly took out all the equipment materials from the storage space. In an instant, the originally spacious hall was suddenly surrounded by mountains of materials. You are a wholesaler, where did you get so many materials? Seeing so many materials, Rock couldn't help complaining. However, he still circled around to pick out some high-quality materials. Blazing flame mine, the magic bone of an ancient troll. These two things haven't appeared in a long time. It's lucky that you can find them. Pig King Fang, it's okay. As for other materials, I suggest you sell them, as you won't be able to get gold quality equipment. Rock picked, and soon chose the blazing flame mine, the demon bone of the ancient troll, and the Pig King's Fang. Do you accept other materials? Seeing this, Chen Chenggen planned to sell the rest of the materials to Rock. Take it, it's worth about 3,000 soul coins. But do you only have these materials? After Rock finished speaking, he pointed to the 3 materials he had just selected, and spoke again. The implication is that with only these things, it is estimated that it is difficult to create golden quality equipment. Is this thing enough? Chen Chenggen searched in the storage space, and finally took out the soul of the Earth Dragon. This thing can not only replace the King's soul, but also enhance the power of the Earth-type equipment effect. The soul of the Earth Dragon. Enough is enough. Let me see. How about I get you an armguard? Or a glove? As for the necklace, I don't really recommend it. These materials are not suitable. Rock took a look at Chen Chenggen's whole body, and found that the opponent was not fully armed, and still lacked some equipment, so he made a suggestion. Then armguards. Chen Chenggen thought for a moment and made a choice. Although the boxing gloves can also provide melee combat effectiveness, it is enough for him to have the Wolf King sword in melee combat, and there is no need to transform into a boxer. Compared with BJAI, armguards can provide a lot of defense, so it is a better choice. Okay, then it's decided. Rock nodded, and spit the fruit core into the trash can. After eating the energy fruit, his whole body's spiritual energy has been greatly recovered, and he has enough energy to forge again. Wait a minute, I have a piece of equipment here, you should remove the gems on it first. Chen Chenggen took out a staff from the storage space. This is not the bone staff, but the green quality weapon, the frost staff, which was obtained from the goblin mage back then. Originally, he was going to hang up this thing and sell it. But the frost staff not only needs ice and snow magic as equipment requirements, but also the quality is not high. Therefore, instead of selling it, Chen Chenggen decided to ask Rock to detain the ice and snow gem. Anyway, the main core strength of this staff is the ice and snow gems inlaid on it. Ah, what rubbish equipment, this is completely wasting the value of ice and snow gems. It just so happens that I still lack an item to reconcile energy, so take this gem. Rock took over the frost staff, and his evaluation of this staff was merciless belittling. By the way, I have 2 questions, I'd better ask you first. Have you ever seen the incomplete drawings of Wood Spirit City? Chen Chenggen stopped Rock again. Wood Spirit City, I didn't say that, since that place was eroded by black magic, no one dared to go there. But if you want a map, you can go to the pharmacist's shop and ask. I remember some time ago, there seemed to be a pharmacist wearing a bird's beak mask, collecting. Rock frowned slightly, as if thinking of something bad, but he still replied. Beak mask. Hearing the other party's description, Chen Chenggen immediately thought of Dr. Naozui. It's a pity that the other party didn't open a shop in the professional area. It is a bit difficult to find each other. So Chen Chenggen can only wait to go to the old man of medicine to find out the situation. So, do you know where the owner of the market is? As soon as these words came out, Rock's expression suddenly became solemn. Although I don't know why you're looking for her, but she hasn't been at the market recently, so she might have run off somewhere. Okay, I'm going to start building, you can come and pick it up at noon. After finishing speaking, Rock took a bunch of materials and prepared to build equipment without saying how much the forging fee would cost. This made Chen Chenggen a little puzzled, why the other party's reaction was so great when it came to the owner of the market. However, he still left here and went to the old man's shop. It just so happened that he also needed to buy another batch of medicinal materials from the old medicine man. Not long after, Chen Chenggen came to the old man's shop. Or weak healing potion, weak mana potion, holy potion, all 3 potions have 100 parts of ingredients. You successfully refined the holy potion. What's the effect? After learning that Chen Chenggen was going to purchase this batch of potion materials, the old potion man quickly deduced that the other party might have refined the holy potion, and his expression became a little surprised. This is the potion drawing handed down by his father, and he is more eager than anyone else to know the effect of the holy potion. It can permanently increase the luck attribute, but there is an upper limit, and each person can increase up to 5 points. Chen Chenggen didn't mind exposing the effect of the holy potion either. As for why he wanted to collect 100 sacred potion materials. In addition to refining the lucky potion and keeping it as a backup, the sacred potion can also be auctioned off. I believe that with the effect of the holy potion, it will be very popular no matter whether it is in your own area or in the market. At that time, you will be able to earn greater profits. After all, this potion can only be refined by Chen Chenggen. Of course, the lucky potion can also be traded, but before that, Chen Chenggen needs to reserve some of it first. So that's the case, I thought it was the effect of increasing the status, but I didn't expect the holy potion to be so powerful. Ahem, respected dungeon hunter, can you refine a few bottles for me later? As long as you are willing to help me refine a few bottles of holy medicine, I will not accept any money for the medicine materials this time. The old medicine man coughed lightly, looking expectant. It's not impossible, but I want to know, do you have the incomplete blueprint of Wood Spirit City? As long as you can come up with drawings, or give important clues, I agree with this matter. After thinking for a moment, Chen Chenggen opened his mouth and said, I didn't expect that other than Dr. Birdsbeak, there would be people who would dare to go to Mulling City. You wait for me for a moment. The old medicine man hesitated for a moment, then went to his locker and searched for it for a while. Soon, he took out 2 incomplete drawings and walked over. I only have the first and second blueprints here, and the third blueprint was taken away by Dr. Birdsbeak last time. The old medicine man said, originally wanted to hand over the drawings to Chen Chenggen, but his movements suddenly stopped. Ahem, it's not me who cursed you, it's mainly the place in Wood Spirit City, it's too dangerous. Why don't you help me refine a batch of potions before going over there? The old man of medicine looked a little embarrassed, but he still said seriously. Wood Spirit City, what exactly is there? Chen Chenggen frowned. He knew that Mulling City had become a very dangerous place, but the specific situation was not very clear. There are countless evil creatures there. I advise you to collect more area of effect damage props before going in. Also, don't go to the Lord's Hall in Great Spirit City. I once heard that the Wood Spirit Lord sealed the source of evil with his body, but after so many years, I don't know if he has become an evil creature. A trace of fear flickered in the old man's eyes, as if he had entered the Wood Spirit City before and knew the danger and horror there. Okay, you give me the second drawing first, and prepare the materials by the way. I won't go in until I'm sure. Hearing these words, Chen Chenggen spoke softly. But he still decided to go to Wood Spirit City. Because over there are props closely related to the deep magic bottle. Of course, Chen Chenggen is not sure. Whether it is the explosive cannon, meteor, shockwave, or even the final slash of the Wolf King sword, they all have super damage in a wide range. So in the face of a large group of evil creatures, he did not hesitate at all. If it doesn't work, he consumes soul coins, and through the undead contract, summons the undead natural disaster to push across. What's more, Chen Chenggen has the rebirth amulet in his hand, so he doesn't have to worry about dying in Mu Lingcheng. The only thing worth noting is the Wood Spirit Lord that the medicine old man said. Well, I can only wish you luck. The old potion man handed over the blueprint 2/3 of Wood Spirit City to Chen Chenggen, and then went to prepare potion materials. And Chen Chenggen produced the remaining 2 incomplete drawings from the storage space. After a while, the 3 incomplete blueprints were slowly synthesized into a special sheepskin scroll. Mulling City Blueprint. Effect. The lost legendary ancient city is full of many evil creatures, but also has treasures beyond imagination. You can follow the guidance of the map to find the location of the lost ancient city Shuling City. Introduction. When the evil god came, the great Wood Spirit Lord repelled the evil god through a unique prop, but in order for the people to survive, he turned into a container and sealed the source of evil pollution left by the evil god. This is a very special parchment. Like mobile phone navigation, can zoom in and zoom out the map. With Chen Chenggen as the center, the map turns into a small blue dot of light, and the endpoint, Mulling City, is displayed as a red dot. Now that Chen Chenggen is located in the market, he is as far away as tens of thousands of dungeon scenes from the Wood Spirit City. Of course, if Chen Chenggen teleported away from the market, it might not be too far away. The Wood Spirit Lord has a unique item. After reading the introduction to the drawings of the Wood Spirit City, Chen Chenggen became more interested in the Wood Spirit City. But before going to Wood Spirit City, he still needs to do some precautions. About 10 minutes later, the old pharmacist brought several large boxes of pharmacy materials. Chen Chenggen was not polite either, and put it away directly. You only need to keep a few bottles of holy potion later, and give it to the potion old man. Not long after, Chen Chenggen left the pharmacy, and returned to the original dungeon scene with Xuanwu and AKAs through the teleportation order. After returning, He picked up the blueprint of Wood Spirit City and found that the location of himself in Wood Spirit City was about 800 dungeon scenes so far away. However, Chen Chenggen has a high-level teleportation order obtained before. As long as the distance does not exceed 1,000 scenes, he can arrive instantly. It's better to go to Rock first, build the equipment, and then go to Wood Spirit City to explore. Now, Chen Chenggen took out the balance of alien organisms from the storage space. And take out the energy crystal of the alien creature to eliminate the trading cooling period of the alien creature balance. Reminder: the energy crystal, 1/10 of the alien creature, has been consumed, and the trading cooldown time of the alien creature balance is reset to 0. Due to the balance of different organisms, it is only a few hours before the end of the cooling time. Therefore, the energy crystallization of the different organisms only consumes 1/10 of the energy, eliminating its cooling state. The next moment, Chen Chenggen took out the indescribable scroll and placed it at one end of the strange creature's balance. Compared with life gems, high-level treasures can only be obtained from the hands of the strange creature and the mother of all spirits. An indescribable scroll that can be used to obtain top-level treasures from a random strange creature. Hint: the alien creature Chaos Skeleton has arrived. Warning: please do not show hostility or murderous intent to the alien creature and chaotic skeleton, let alone launch an attack. Again. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.